In other news, I'm on a 4K monitor now. So, yeah. I think the only negative thing about it is my glasses have a blue light filter built in. So literally everything I look at has like a slightly warm tint. It kind of sucks. And I can't really change it. Yesterday I went to the Glaserer. What the heck is the German name? The guy that makes the glasses. The people, those people. The glass people. The goggles. The Google. Yeah, the Google people. Yeah, the one that makes the goggles I'm wearing. Yes, the Google people. Anyways, I went to them and I was like, can we do something about that? And the eye wizards. Yes, eye wizards. Sometimes it feels like wizardry how glasses are made. No, they can't do anything. They can't do anything about the blue light filter on my glasses. And I have those glasses for a year now. I probably don't need new glasses yet. I also don't want to pay another $400 for glasses. So I'm good. I'm good. Guess I have to live with it. So I hope, I have to look without my glasses. So I have to tilt my head down so I can look at the monitor with my lazy eye, which is great. It's fine. The color, I don't know. It feels a little bit like the dark values could be a little bit. It could be poppy. I don't know. I hope it's fine. I hope the colors are fine. Either way. But yeah. There is one thing, and oh my god, Shaggy's gonna laugh at me. Shaggy, be nice. Okay. So, I have a 4K monitor now. It's gorgeous. It's an OLED monitor. It's from MSI. I'm very happy with it. No, not yet. Don't laugh yet, Shaggy. Hold it. Pausers. It's definitely a different experience. It's kind of insane how good monitors can be when you have 4K and OLED and play some games, and it's pretty insane. The monitor can really make a game look good. I'm pretty sure if you even go from 1080p to 1080p OLED, you're like, oh my god, is this how games should look like? Because, OLED just makes every dark value and light value just makes it just tasty for your eyes, that is, but also my mouth. The problem is, and this is where Shaggy's gonna laugh now, MSI has a panel protect feature in their monitor, literally in their monitor, right? Which the monitor literally has a massive notification on screen after 4 hours of use and is like, hey dude, you want to turn your monitor off for a second, please? Thanks. And then I can say no, but I have to manually go to the monitor and turn off at the back. It's cool. Awesome. Worst case, if you say no, it comes back in 16 hours, and then you cannot even say no. You have to execute it, which is the panel protection because of OLED. Because OLED still has an issue where it has burn-in issues, where if you look at the same screen for multiple hours, it slowly burns in over multiple years. Excessive use, by the way. And that's also when you're not gaming. If you use anything productive, a Word document and browser, where taskbar is also a thing. So it has a lot of features to help you to protect you of burn-in, but the biggest thing, which I want to turn off, is the panel protection, where it notifies you after 4 hours until you cancel it, and then it notifies you in 16 hours, where you have to execute the panel protection for the OLED screen, where it literally turns off the monitor. I can literally not use my PC at that point. That happened today while watching an anime. The new episode of One Piece that came out? And I was watching it, and it literally is a massive notification on screen. It's like, yo dude, you have been running your monitor, please turn it off. And I'm like, so I hope I can fix that. That's the one thing I can say about this MSI monitor. This really sucks. This is just super annoying. God, I hope I can fix this. Because from what I thought, I mean, I like the idea, right? I like that the monitor is like, hey, we want to, keep that monitor looking as good as possible for as many years as possible. The thing is, though, what I thought is if the monitor isn't in use, it will do the thing by itself, right? That would make sense, as in I turn the PC off after 16 hours or whatever, and it does the thing. Just do it, bro, right? It doesn't. I don't know. So I will have to. Hopefully, I can fix that, because that would be that would really suck. That really sucks when you're gaming and the monitor is like, "Hey, can you please turn me off real quick for 4 minutes or so?" No, I'm gaming right now, right? Or worst case, I mean, I don't mind it if it's during my gaming sessions or something, right? I can take a break of 4 or 5 minutes. But during the stream, it would suck. So, yeah, it's kind of funny. I guess that's just like, this is apparently only with OLED. So, sorry, not only with OLED. OLED screens have that protection thingy built in from Asus and MSI and a thing. But apparently, MSI is a little bit, yeah, who knows. But there are firmware updates for the monitor. Not for mine. I already have the most up-to-date version, which I'm happy about. But yeah, otherwise, for $950, 4K, QD OLED, 240 hertz, which I can reach in no game. If you show me a game that I can run, maybe I can play Terraria at 240 frames. That might be it, but that's probably the only game. Well, that and Minesweeper, that of course, but it's a gorgeous screen. It's truly gorgeous. I also have to say, 1080p footage scales really well with 4K. It, like, I don't know, maybe it's because 4x the screen size, like the pixel, like, just really align themselves properly. So even 1080p looks higher res, but maybe it's just a monitor that just like really pops. Can recommend it if you have too much money. Anyways, so also speaking of burn-in, it started happening on my phone like a year ago. I would get so mad if it happened on my PC. Thankfully, I don't have that kind of monitor. Yeah, it's really only if you have the same thing on screen all the time, right? So if you use your OLED, like, I think it rarely happens with TVs if you watch very dynamic content. But from what I see, I think Rtings or ratings.com has, I think, a burn-in video where they compared many screens, and what happened was when they had news channels active, like the same one over and over and over and over. You know how news channel have like a little lower third, right, where it's like latest news, breaking news and stuff like this? That thing, that bar at the bottom, burned itself into the monitors, into the TV screens. Because if you let it run with that for hundreds of hours, that will just happen, right? And if you're like, well, I have a monitor, so I don't care about that, right? I don't watch TV on my monitor. The taskbar in Windows is literally that. It can burn into it. So, gotta be careful with the taskbar. But again, most of these monitors has some sort of like taskbar detection and all that jazz, where due to it being OLED, it can turn off the pixels or lower the brightness. So there's a less risk of a burn. It's just fancy stuff. I have it all turned off, to be honest, because I wouldn't want that, to be fair. It also has some sort of like logo detection, I guess, right, where it maybe like checks a logo on the top right, and if you're constantly looking at it, like maybe on a TV, not TV show, but like maybe a news channel, I guess, sure. I turned it off. But other than that, beside the weird panel protection thing, I'm like, oh my god, please. I'm like, please, I swear to God. Yeah, I hope I can fix that. Otherwise, it's like, yo, I'm gaming, guys. Path of Exile, like, imagine, we're playing Path of Exile 2 in like 2 weeks. Oh, sorry, I mean 5 weeks in December. 9 hours into the stream and I'm like, hey, sorry guys, let's take a break of 4 minutes. I gotta turn my monitor off. It's like, what? Where are we right now? Like, so, yeah. It's kind of funny, I guess. I mean, it's probably not a bad idea to, after... Like, the problem isn't even that you have to turn the monitor off or it should do its panel protection thing. The problem is it doesn't automatically do it. That's the issue, right? Because because I now set Windows to, after 5 minutes of not using the PC, turn the monitors off after 5 minutes, so I have less issue of OLED burning or burn-in issues. But like the monitor doesn't do the thing. So I'm like, just do the thing, bro, right? Like, you're not in use right now. Why don't you just use it? I don't know. It's kind of strange. Imagine getting the PoE HUD burn-in. I mean, that's a good point. That actually might happen. Yeah, that's a very good point. That could probably happen because these HUDs in games can actually, cause issues. The thing is, most of this stuff is at the... I mean, I think Monitor Unboxed has a good video on OLED burn-in, and they simulated 2 years of use of exactly what you shouldn't do, as in productivity-wise, right? Just all, or I think realistic 2 years. So they had like, and they noticed only at like very dark scenes, or I think very dark scenes, but definitely very bright scenes. You have like the burn-in, right? You see that after 2 years of like excessive use, or I think 6 months of excessive use or 2 years of realistic use, something along those lines. And again, they only use that. But again, if I play 8 hours of Path of Exile 2, we'll see about that. We'll see about that. So maybe it's probably not a bad idea to have the habit of turning things off, right? Or turning the game off, or again, after 5 minutes of not using the PC and... Oh, that's a good point. I don't actually know. If you are in a video game and you don't use it and you walk off, I don't think the monitor turns itself off. Right? Because the game is running. So Windows is like, let me not hide anything. Huh. Might have to try that. But yeah, worst case, you just... The beauty is, Path of Exile is one of those games that starts so bloody fast. Like, if you're like, oh, really? Does it really start fast? Like, bro, look at this. So, I know the icons are tiny AF. I know, this is 4K, bro. So I click Path of Exile right now. Okay? Look how fast it starts. This is actually also a good test of if I can run the game without OBS imploding on itself. So, hold on. So we're already in, right? So let me just quickly run around and see if my PC explodes. So we're already in the game, right? Like, it starts so bloody fast, which is beautiful. I don't even know if this looks good on screen or if this probably too fast. Yeah. Well, that's an interesting layout. Oh, interesting. Hi guys. Water. Anyways, so yeah, to be honest, I would hate a monitor that turns itself off if you walk away from it. No, I mean not the monitor, but you can set it in Windows, right? You can just say, hey, turn yourself off after some time. So, to be honest, like that. To be honest, like that. But yeah, apparently I can play video games again, so that's really cool, guys. Yo, that's Poggies. Let's go. So yeah, because I was kind of scared that I can't play video games anymore. That would suck. No, I hopefully fix the OBS issues, which was actually an issue because of myself. I'm bad. I'm bad at OBS stuff. Also, speaking of video games, guys. What does this mean? Bro, there's no... Oh my god, there's no sound? Oh, sorry. Hold up. I'm just bad at the video game.
Hey, Italian man. Huh? What is going on here?
Okay, that's mega cringe. Jesus Christ, I hate that sound. Okay, first of all, funny meme, haha, you know, RTX 5090 needs a separate power plug. Haha, funny meme. But that sound, it's just burnt into my... I literally have PTSD when I hear that sound. Because I had... With my old PC, I had that issue. I think I even had streams where that happened. Where the PC literally was like... Just... Oh god, whoa. I hate that. I hate that meme. Okay, let's watch the rest of the meme. Okay, but, you know... Cool, haha. RTX 5090 IO, even though I'm 90% sure people that are on Instagram that see this meme don't even know what a fucking IO is. Is that even an IO? Anyways, cool, power plug, haha, funny. My CPU cries and screams. Oh my god, my PSU... Oh my... You have a 500 watt PSU? Yeah, well, repeat... Is your PC like 12 years old? Anyways, my RAM, by the way, that's the shittiest RAM. Please get a proper heatsink on your RAM. Or just buy proper RAM. Anyways, my case... I mean, the case wouldn't matter, I think, maybe. My monitor... Why is the monitor screaming? What? I don't get it. Electricity bill. Okay, yeah, that makes kind of sense, I guess. Yeah, sure. I don't know why that... I mean... you know what the meme should have been at the end? It should have been behind the electricity bill guy. Should have been the electricity company, and it's like... you know? It's like laughing and just like... It's popping off. What, it's been over a year since that happened to me. Yeah, it's an awful feeling when your entire PC freezes and it's like... Like, takes the last split second and just repeats that sound. I hate that sound. That's just... Oh, PTSD inducing. But I'm pretty... From where does that issue come from, actually? If that happens, I think that's a driver issue, correct? Yeah, GPU drivers. Yeah, okay, yeah. I thought it was drivers too. But the thing is, it's... Oh, man. It's a little bit tedious, but you probably have to run, like, DDU. So if people don't know, you have to run this display driver uninstaller. And yeah. So like restart the PC without the normal driver, uninstall the driver, completely remove it, restart the PC, or restart the PC in that same mode, install the driver, restart the PC normally, and then it should be fine. But it's a little bit tedious, yeah. That's a bit tedious. PoE bricked them and I reinstalled them and it has been working fine since then. Really? I doubt PoE can brick drivers. I doubt that, to be honest. Could have also just been a faulty installation of NVIDIA, right? I'm sure they have some data on how many times their installation just breaks or just causes issues, right? Like 1 out of 100,000 could be. I'm just making numbers up, right? But no driver is perfect, no installation is perfect. There just needs to be a little bit of a weird thing, and suddenly it's like, whoop, well, that doesn't work anymore. Happens. Had been working for, what, 3 years, and then it just bricked last year, around August. I mean, again, because that's exactly the thing, right? If it worked for 3 years, then, I mean, usually you don't even have the same PC for 3 years. I mean, you have the same PC, but maybe not the same Windows installation for 3 years. So of course, there will be a bunch of temporary files and a lot of other issues that potentially could happen, right? So I can totally see that at some point just breaks. And usually, I think you don't even come across these weird issues, because if you anyways reinstall your Windows, like everything, every once in a while, yeah, you get a very, very fresh NVIDIA like drive install, or MD. Okay, break while I was playing PoE, so come on. Nah, I doubt that. I'm gonna sneeze. I sneezed very loudly. Bless you, good man. Did that not mute? I hope that muted. Oh my god. It did mute? I hope it did. Hi Kikis, how you doing? Hi. Anyways, new monitor. Poggers. Kikis. Have you tried 4K OLED? And if not, why are you not spending $1,000 on a new monitor? Oh, dude, I didn't even think about that. I have so much money laying around. I don't know what to do with it. No, for bad. Oh my god, Kiki. Sorry. Dude, just buy an ass PC. No, the PC is fine, bro. Just buy a I mean, to be honest, the small mini PC I have can run 1440p as well. Actually, 2 times 1440p. So, respect for that little guy. But it can be finer. Yes. I like when my PC is finer. Kikis, did you know I bought 1440 at home? Not at home for studies. For 1080p, 240 Hz. Love it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, that's already a big upgrade. I feel like Monitor Unboxed did a video recently where 1080p is not shouldn't be the standard anymore, because 1440p is just so bloody cheap nowadays. And I do have to say, going from 1440p ultra wide to 4K now, it is a beautiful change. It's a beautiful change. But I can understand why people are like, nah, I like staying with 1440p. Now 4K is the new 1440p. No, I wouldn't say that. It's just like that 4K is still too expensive, I would say, to be like a new standard or something. I don't know. Or do you mean something else? Yeah, 40p is just crawling, almost the same price about the 30. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that's good. So 1440p should definitely be bought. So before you buy like a 1080p monitor, just go for 1440p and you probably get for $25 way more resolution, way more clarity. And if you can get a 1440p OLED monitor, because this one is also OLED now, we're just nerding today. That's the reason why I'm in just chatting. Because I have no idea what to play. No, I have a little bit of an idea, but I don't know. I like chatting. It's kind of insane how good OLED is. It's goddamn insane. It's man, those black values and those light values are just crazy. The thing is, though, I think it will take me months to get used to it, because for the majority of my life, I have been on a monitor that isn't OLED and has a matte screen. Now, I'm on a 4K OLED monitor that is glossy. That's a massive change. That's a monstrous change. I'm still kind of getting, like, I'm literally looking at my wallpaper here, right? I'm looking at this wallpaper. It will look different on your screen than on mine, but I still look at this and I'm like, something is just off, even though it's, I think, objectively better. Also, yes, this is PoE 2 wallpaper. It's an official one. It's not like faked or AI or something. This is like from the press kit they did. Didn't recognize. Yeah, it's PoE 2. I mean, there are a few others, like some of their, to be honest, I think that's one of these pictures that I had to make smaller, because FYI, if your background, like desktop background, the image itself is more than 10 megabytes, Windows is like, yeah, no, we aren't doing that. I think it literally is, I think your screen goes just black. Not the screen goes black, but the desktop background becomes black. I think that's probably just too much stuff for it. Hold up, where is it? Where is my... There it is. Crucible, there we go. So we have, for example, a few picture... Oops, yeah, that's on this screen. So for example, we have this. See how this one is like actually larger and this one is smaller? Because this is like 1440p probably. Also like in-game footage. That's gorgeous. Like this just looks gosh darn insane on my end. Also beautiful. Pog titties, let's go. Yeah. I have to say 4K, watching the trailers now in 4K and also these pictures is just like, it looks so crunchy and clear. Bro, I can literally make out the sand right here. That's how much resolution it is. It's gorgeous. Then you have the logo. And yeah, those are the backgrounds, which, by the way, are enormous. These files are huge. I think that's actually an ultra-wide or 21:9 picture, even. Yeah. So those pictures. Pretty nice. Poggies? Oh my god, Poggies? Did the Poggies even work? Microsoft. The game is fucking gorgeous on that resolution, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that picture that I had. That's the other one. I think that's just a darker one or something. Quite sure. Yeah, those are just, I guess, darker ones. Kind of interesting. Those are, I guess... Oh, those are the slideshow backgrounds, so they're all automatically darker, so you can see the text in front. Yeah. I mean that's a sick one for the Witch, like this one. See? That one is pretty sick. It's pretty cool. Unsure what the runes mean, but we'll find out. We'll find out. Fix Poggies, dude. It should work. I hope. Did I remove it? I'm sorry. I will fix it next time. But yeah. Yeah, wasn't that Gamescom? I thought about it, but it's like a good $100 to get there, to come back. And the thing is, it just wasn't as worth as just... Like, what am I doing at Gamescom? That was my issue. Like, there's like 9 hours or 10 hours, I think, to get there by train. Then I'm there, then I'm waiting 45 to 1.5 hours just to play PoE for like 20 minutes. Multiple times, potentially. And then I care about no other game than this. Right? I don't care about anything else. There's like 2-hour queue, like, Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's just like... There was nothing really that just drove me. I mean, it would have been cool to see Catmaster, right? And then... and that would have been cool, and maybe chatting with some developers. I'm pretty sure Jonathan was also there. Yeah, Jonathan was there. Because Catmaster made a video with him. But like... that's a lot of hours, a lot more money, and I'm like, is it really worth it? And the and the idea was, well, the early access is gonna come in November, right? Right, guys? Right? So why should I go to Gamescom? So now it's December. Yeah. Yes, let the Catmaster's cheap for me. Let's go! Get that couch. That's my couch now. But yeah, better to wait to get there as a regular person, so trash. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't worth it. Also, I wanted to play it at home, in my own time, on my own PC. Even though I doubt my PC's even... Like, I feel like they know what they're doing, and they know how to set up Windows so the game runs fairly well. I don't know how the game ran, actually, at Gamescom. But I'm pretty sure I would mess up my PC more. And it probably runs worse here on a better machine, because we played and the servers kept crashing. Oof. Oof. Most realistic league start experience. True. Hope that isn't the early access experience. I feel like League Start has been great for the past 2 years. I think the last really bad League Start was probably Ultimatum. And everything after that, they handled it very well. I can't even remember the last time where during a League Start, I clicked on an instance and it said, sorry, you were locked out. You know that issue? I can't even remember when I had that. I don't know. It's been a long time, thankfully. Add. What the heck is that emote? Detonate badge, nice. Forgot about that emote. Oh my god, ads. I guess we'll wait for ads. Oh yeah, maybe I should also open the other screen so I can see the ad. Ad break ended. Oh, okay, should be fine again. Good. Welcome back. Yeah. So that was my week. Well, that's a lie, because I got most of my PC stuff. Got most of the PC now. The only thing I'm waiting for to build the PC now are the two things that are more important than the case. RAM, which I had to reorder. I had to order a different one. And cooling. My AIO is also coming very late. So, yeah, that's not good. Nah, it's fine. There's no stress, and my idea was to have it set up before PoE 2, which is now 3 weeks later, so I can take literal weeks to build my PC. It's really nice from Grinding Gear Games to do that. It's really nice from them. I'm very... I mean, that's what I'm gonna do after I finished my PC, you know. True. Very good context. The moment I didn't realize that it is Sunday until I read the stream title. True! Wait, what? Hi, Marcus. Welcome. Good day, sir. Good day. So yeah, new monitor. Love it. Beside the panel protection thing that I mentioned. I mean, I can repeat it, but it's fine. I think I worked too much. True, you gotta sleep more. Gotta get your sleep in. I think I slept 8 hours, and that was still not enough. Because I was bouldering yesterday. There was a very short bouldering session with my father. I mean, my father only looked, watched, but my half-brother bouldered with me, like usual. But it was a very short bouldering session, like an hour or so, which is a bit short for me. But yeah, it was fine. It was good. I feel like I did a few difficult boulders that I thought I couldn't do, but then I did. Or experimented a little bit. You know when you're like, you couldn't do the boulder or something, but something clicked, so you're like, oh, I think I'm getting it now. You can't do it yet, but something just unlocked in your brain that maybe next time it works. So, that was good. I put a trailer in the games channel. You will love it because I know you're a weeb. You do know that I hate JRPG games. Mostly. Show American Story. I don't know what that is and I don't want to see it. Who the F is Shova? Who is that? I don't like that. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of what I'm seeing. It's probably the one thumbnail for a game. I'm like, nah. There's like, whoever posted this is game trailers. Yeah, perfect. That's a channel I'm gonna... Do not recommend me this channel. Not you, Shag. I mean, like YouTube. It's not a JRPG. No, I don't care. Don't care about that. I really... Nah. Truly no. But beside that, the new PC... I don't know if Kikis is interested or anyone. But... I've been posting about it. A lot. I'm sorry. But yeah. New PC is going very well. Most stuff is here. Beside the RAM and the water cooling AIO. And then I think I'm gonna start building it slowly. but as mentioned many times, I'm not a hardware guy. I do not like effing around with hardware. I like software a lot. So I will take my sweet ass time building that PC. I will take my sweet ass time with it. And if it's a literal week, I don't care. I do not care. I really want to properly have it set up, properly tape everything if something needs to be taped, because I noticed that the fans that I have from Lee and Lee, the uni fans, where you can like slide them in like together, they have RGB. So they have an RGB hub that I didn't know they would have, but it makes sense why. So now I have to figure that out and somehow plug it into my motherboard. So yeah, there's a lot of like new stuff. I will also have an ungodly amount of fans, I realized. I will have an ungodly amount of fans. 3, 6, 9, 10. I have 10 fans. I will have 10 fans, not including the GPU fans, in my PC. This is fine. This is gonna be fine. Help. Please help. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun wiring 10 fans, but that's what I mean. I'm not into that stuff, so I don't know why I'm building my own PC. But I think long term, it's probably a good idea that I do. It's probably a good idea that I do. Because it's also my PC that I potentially want for a longer period of time. Because I hope we'll see how the case survives, of course. But I really like that massive case because I have a Lee and Lee, I don't know what it's called. Whoops, I'll turn that off. I have the monstrous case because I wanted something enormous. So it's easier for me to actually build stuff in. And it's dude, pictures do not, why are the pictures also like, they are barely large enough. Anyways, so it is a massive case. I have it in black. It's a monstrous case. It like pictures don't show you the sheer size and girth of this thing. It's big. No pink case. I mean, I could make it pink. It's gonna look real bad. I saw a pink Tesla yesterday. Like matte pink. That was something. But yeah. It's gonna be quite the thing. Oh, I forgot it has a light mode button. Oh, it's gonna be fun figuring that out. Dear God, help me all. Yeah, it's gonna be... Oh my God, the mesh opening is increased. Yeah, okay, it's just all marketing stuff. But yeah, it has a lot of openings, a lot of fans, a lot of stuff. So it's gonna be kind of interesting building in that. And I pray to God it's gonna be... Nah, again, I don't have to pray to God. It's just like memeing around here a little bit. But yeah, I will try to make it actual look and make it good. Because this is where my brand new PC and probably the next 5090 that comes out in February will live in. And I really want to figure out a way to make my PC quiet, or at least as quiet as possible, right? Of course, if you're playing brand new AAA games with all the fancy graphics and like try to push the maximum power out of your GPU and it runs at like 100% and it pushes out like 200 frames a second, yeah, of course it's gonna be hot, right? But that doesn't mean the fan speed needs to be high. And I really want to try to figure out if there's a way for me to lower the fan speed. It's probably possible right now, but I don't want to like set something up on this PC if I'm going to go to the new PC in like 3 weeks, right? So I really want to figure that out because I don't know if anyone, I don't know if Shaggy or someone else had that. My GPU will, no matter what, run at 100% fan speed at 70 degrees Celsius. I cannot change that, apparently. So the moment I play a game and it like holds itself at like 65, but the moment it reaches 70, it's like blasting the fans, like blasting it. I don't check my fan speed with temperature, so kick, nice. But yeah, it's kind of interesting. I feel like that's maybe a built-in thing into the GPU just to save itself from combusting. But it's annoying because I don't want that. So yeah, I'll have to figure that out. I also heard that the GPU I have is sadly one of the loudest 3090 Ti's you can have. It is incredibly loud. Again, first world problems. So I hope I can fix that though. I hope I can fix that because as seen on the pictures here, or maybe they're a bit better pictures from a different angle. Oh, this is a great picture. You see how at the bottom here you have a filter and you have spots for your fans, and here's the GPU potentially. That's what I want to do. I want to put 3 big fans down here, probably 140s. I have actual 340s and 320s from Be Quiet downstairs. Don't ask me why. I bought them at some point and never put them into my case. I'm very bad. But anyways, I really want to put them down here just so they can suck cold or fresh air from the bottom directly into the GPU. I think that's probably going to help because those fans are going to be quieter than the fans in the GPU itself, is my guess. They're also bigger, so they can pull more air at lower fan speed. And because it goes directly into the GPU, because the GPU fan is also going to spin at like 30%, 20%, for example, it instantly gets fresh air. So those fans don't need to spin as much, even if it gets hotter, because they anyways get like very fresh air from the bottom. So that is the idea. I saw a few cases or a few a few other builds on PC Part Picker that did exactly that, right? Where you have fans pulling air directly from the bottom up into the GPU. It's probably not a bad idea, right? It's probably not a bad idea. Yeah. And of course, I need to make the whole RGB thing happen. So, you know, my entire PC just glows in pink. Oh, true, Shaggy, that's what I can do. I can just set all the RGB lights to pink. Gonna be great. Yeah, hell yeah. Yo, let's go. I mean, I can totally see if you're a gamer girl, you know, sorry, gamer woman, and if you have that PC, and you get the white case, now that's probably gonna look absolutely gorgeous in pink, right? Because the white can absorb the pink color a lot better than the black one. On the other side, if you have maybe less pink and more like a red and black, the red is probably not gonna be as aggressive, as it doesn't like it like the black color is probably absorbing the color of the red RGBs, but you might still have like a very moody red. It probably looks good too, if you set up your RGB correctly, which we'll find out if I can do that. Pink and black best combo. Hell yeah, we're goth gamer girls. Pink and black. What's a complementary color to pink, by the way? Complementary color. Hold up, let me check right here. Color wheel, color theory. Green. What? No. That's a complementary color? Ain't no way. Huh? That seems weird. That seems really weird. I've never seen that. You sure about that? Because if I now make something here, and I give this whole thing, God, I always forget it's years of using Photoshop, my brain still thinks of Photoshop shortcuts. I'm damaged. I'm literally damaged from Adobe. So if that, Jesus Christ, that's aggressive. Or, I mean, you have to lower that. Like, there is no way. Like, if you have that, I mean, maybe you can do some sort of this and maybe lower it. So you maybe go for 70. Like, this would be fine, right? But you're still using different colors as well. And now if you use something like green. What green color is that? There we go. There we go. Wow. That's boy, it's gonna be rough. You have to do something with that. Like, those are like the most difficult complementary colors. Like, orange and blue works. Yeah, that's a disgusting green. Yeah, that works. Red and blue, that works. But this now, pink. Okay, maybe purple and green I can see, but this pink, oh my God, it's gonna be like impossible to make the green hurts. Yeah, it's just so aggressive. So aggressive. That is pretty insane. Ooh. Yeah, that's have fun there. What about okay. Oh, okay, yeah, it's the same. Yeah, that's fine. A lot of, I think, companies do that, like triple colors. Wait, let me zoom in. Triadic. Oh yeah, that's that. Yeah, I think that's something that I actually wanted to do, probably. You know, that typical gamer color. But then you also have yellow as an accent color, potentially. But those are, like, very strong colors. I feel like that's just... The problem with this, it's just, like, that's a disgusting green. God, it's disgusting. That's an interesting combo right there. That's a really nice green color, I have to say. That's a pretty nice purple color. But that is a... It's like poop brown. Or like... Tetradic, no. Monochromatic is a little bit boring. And that also is a bit too boring. Well, that's fine. It's kind of fine. Go with maybe... Like, that's a whole... Like, bro, if you have, like, just those colors, like, two of them look the same. Pretty much. That's very earthy. That's very earthy. Interesting. I like that. I like these actual little tools. Because I'm not good in color theory. I'm really bad at it. As you can see from the background right now, I just did something yesterday for 4 or 5 seconds. I'm like, okay, this is my background now. I'm really bad with colors. I'm really bad with it. Because I'm also never happy with it. That's the problem. I'm never happy with it. I'm like looking at it and I'm like, never mind, I want to change it. Unless I maybe do a single color. So for the best example, I think is the Daniel the Exile channel, where I just decided, never mind, it's all red. It's just red. It's like I was just screwed, you know, like Path of Exile, Blood, Dark, ARPG, red. Just take red, bro, and just did it, and that looks kind of okay-ish, right? I don't know. Oh my God, 219,000 views! Oh my God! There you go, sorry. The live viewers are like, what the fuck just happened? Or just... Yo, the video from 2 weeks ago is 2.7k views. 2.7k views, boys. Let's go! Anyone want to become a member, a YouTube member? Nah, I'm kidding. It's fine. I actually don't have member. I only have one post right now that only members can see. But it's more like a, hey, thanks for becoming a member. But I have no member content. I also don't... I truly don't know if I want to even... I'm not... You guys, tell me something. Please tell me something. What do you think about members' content on YouTube? I feel a bit strange about that. As in, you find a channel, he has some great content, or that channel has some great content, but you see they have like 20 videos that you would be interested in, but it's behind a literal paywall. How do you feel about that? I don't think I like that. I don't know. Like... I mean, maybe it depends on the channel, but even if you're like, especially if you are educational, right? Like, why is educational stuff behind a paywall? Feels weird. Then the members only vids, I hate when it's in my recommendation feed or home feed. I mean, I've never had that, to be honest, because I don't see that stuff. But maybe it's also because I use an extension that maybe filters it out. But no, I'm just saying, you find like a channel and you like binge their content, you're like, oh, this is awesome, this is sick. But then you see they have a lot of videos that you literally cannot view until you pay. I don't know. It feels weird to me, but it's of course everyone, you know, everyone has to eat. I hope everyone eats bread. I'm kidding, be careful. I mean, a little bit of bread is fine. But it feels a bit strange sometimes when I find like a channel I really enjoy and they have members only content. So I didn't make it yet on my channel. To me, members vids should just go public after like a week or two. That's a way too. Yo, it's Mohammed. Sorry, it's Moha 457933694201 23 45 67. All right. Hi. Welcome. Thanks for using your 200 gigabytes on this stream. It's pretty cool. I really enjoyed the new 4K monitor. As mentioned at the start of the stream. Yeah. 4K, OLED, crystal clear, sharp AF, like games just... Jesus Christ. It's like getting glasses and no glasses. Pretty much the best example I think I can give to people that got glasses before, or you... It's not exactly, but it's very similar. Ish. The only issue I have is partially with the firmware of MSI. There's a slight issue that I hope I can solve, but other than that, it's a huge difference as well. To keep it short, most monitors are matte and are not OLED. Or at least I have used most monitors in my life that aren't OLED and are matte. This one is now glossy and OLED. So it's a huge change in just how stuff looks, right? Yeah. That's probably the biggest difference. On the other side, my TV that you can see a little bit right here is also glossy. You can probably even see how it reflects that. Do you see how it reflects the cable right there? Like right here? So yeah, that monitor is also glossy. But it's not as glossy, I think, than this monitor. Like this one is like literal glass. That's what it sometimes feels like. Oh my god, I didn't even... Okay, I can't really explain that, how ass it was to put this monitor on a monitor arm. I cannot explain to you. It was difficult. It was really difficult putting this monitor on a monitor arm by myself. This thing is heavy, bro. It's Jesus. I was pretty much holding it with my dear life, praying to God it doesn't fall, because that's $1,000 or euros gone. And I had to like lock it into the monitor arm, like kind of lift it into it. But also, the monitor arm itself isn't just like a put it in and screw it on. It has like a little latch, so you have to like hold it and pull the latch away from me, so then it can like slide in, right? So it can just slot in. I need 3 arms for this. And I did it with 2. Because I had to hold it with 1 arm, pray to God nothing breaks, and then do it with the other hand, and oh my God, please. Lighter than the average 90s TV. Hold up. Also, I have to say, how heavy is it? Yeah, I wanted to say, I probably shouldn't use this monitor on this arm, to be fair. I think it's actually, because it's glossy, and maybe it use a different screen, so it looks like crystal clear, it also is heavier. It's also sturdier, like it doesn't feel plasticky. Like my old ultra-wide monitor, feels very plasticky, which is fine, you know, like, I don't care, right? I'm just gonna use it, bro. I don't care if it's plastic or something, or metal. But you feel like this is sturdy. Oh my God, where can I see that? Display, this, that. I doubt this is correct, but it says 5 kilograms. Ain't no waste is 5 kilograms. It could be 5 kilograms, but because it's like 32 inches, 31.5 inches, the screen, it's like, oh, it feels way heavier, right? Because it's like difficult to hold, and you also shouldn't hold it at the screen, right? So it's like, where do I hold this massive thing? Was a bit rough. But other than that, it's pretty good. Gonna snooze the ads one more time. But yeah, most of the PC not bouldering. Nah, you're just weak, not bouldering enough. Dude, he's so toxic, man, dude. Look, bro. No, he's not. Bro, don't. I'm a strong boy. I'm a strong boy. Nah, this was a meme. Oh my God, I'm getting a cramp in my neck. Oh. That's what she said yesterday. Got him. Dumbo weighs less than 5 kilograms confirmed. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, I don't know if I can do it with 1 finger. I'm not giving you the finger. I'm just saying. I can definitely do it with 2. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so 3 fingers. God damn. Okay, it doesn't work. Everything but 1 finger. I can do it with 2. 2 fingers is totally fine. But yeah, I cannot. There's no way I can lift myself up with just 1 finger. That's impossible. Is this a weird angle right now? This feels like a weird angle. I feel like I shouldn't stream like this. I don't know. Also, wait, Shaggy, listen. Do me a pull-up in general. It's not that easy. I mean, I think I always was able to do a pull-up. I think I've never had an issue, but I was like, I don't So you're pretty good. Yeah, hell yeah, I'm pretty good. Let's go. Also, Shaggy. Is this enough watt for my PC? What? Hold up. There you go. Is this enough? Hell yeah. Be quiet, sponsor me. That was a bit better. Doing it with those two fingers hurts actually, because it feels like it's stretching. But with Spider-Man fingers, it's fine. Hell yeah. Oh god. Oh no. Oh no, you see my kitchen. Ah. Plastic bags. Those are my plastic bags. Are we playing Terraria? Yo, Terraria. Actually, I haven't started Terraria at 4K yet. Maybe I should. Maybe I should. Go play Ogu. What the flying heck is Ogu? Or you mean O's? Oh my god, I just realized something. I think since I switched to a 144Hz monitor, I never played O's. So I played O's when I had 60 Hz. Oh my god. The bro, I'm sweating now. Okay, do you see anything? No, okay, I think I'm still good. I don't look like a true gamer yet. You didn't check it, I shared it in the game stream. Sorry that I didn't watch. But yeah, thanks for being here, Mohammed. Oh, sorry, Mohammed, I don't know if you're still here. Say hi if you're still here. Or post boobas. So I can say 4 things to you directly. Let me check. Ogu. Oops. Wave. Hi! Ogu. Oh, Ogu. Yeah, that looks like a bad game. Hell no. Sorry, just doesn't look fun, to be honest. Or at least looks like... Yeah, looks like a low budget indie game, to be honest. I don't know, just feel lighting in games needs to be important. Animal Well understood that, and it's a gorgeous video game. This looks like 2D, like pictures on top of pictures on top of pictures, which is fine, but you need to present it properly. Hollow Knight is also just pictures, but it's a gorgeous video game. Maybe I should play Hollow Knight at 4K. Who knows? Sorry, Mohammed, 4 seconds before you go. Thanks for being here. I know you only have 200 gigs a month because of your poopy ISP. No. The hard drives are fine. Everything is ready. I do need your address fairly soon. I'm gonna tell you exactly when I need it. Probably I'm gonna do it tomorrow or on Tuesday because I probably need to print something out to bring someone, but the problem is I don't have a printer anymore. So I probably need to do this at work to print something out so I can get to my postal office and give them the paper. And I need your address when I do that because I need to tell them these are the products I'm sending. This is the package. That's how many kilograms it is. To where am I sending it to? And I need to say that. So yeah. Lighting in video games is probably one of the most important graphical aspects. Yeah, definitely. Like, that's the reason why I look at Half-Life and I'm like, woof. Like Half-Life 2 and you're outside and you're like, something is just not right here. Yeah, because it has no lighting, right? Look at Spyro games. There was also no lighting back then. Or at least like very minimalistic. Either way. Wanted to say that. So yeah, the hard drives. I even have a package now because I bought so many things, right? I was, I bought the new PC, so I have a package for you. Not that type of package, but I needed a package that is kind of the perfect size to ship hard drives, right? Because I don't want to like have this package arrive at your place with like 3 hard drives. So I wanted a small package that I can fill with as much stuff as possible without, so the hard drives don't break, right? That would suck. So everything is set up. Let's go. Hopefully. We'll see. But yeah. That's good. That's pretty happy with that. So I can hopefully finish that next week. Massive package with tons of tiny HDD. I mean, it's just only the 3.5. It's two HDDs and 1 SSD. Yeah. I hope that's at least of some use. And even if it's just like backup or something, or absolute worst case, you put like, I don't know, some important files on there. But yeah, I definitely would not game off of an HDD. Like, you will fall asleep. Jesus. There's the when you need the stuff. Perfect. Yes. But yeah, bro, I was like using that. Even actually, you know what's weird? One HDD was faster than the other. I don't know. I don't know. Or, no, I think I know what it is. I think I just used a different cable because I used it with a 2.0 USB, and that was way slower. And then I used it with my own 3.0 USB, and it was faster. So, yeah, that I think was the issue. But I think they're still the same. They're the same hard drives, just times 2. And the SSD, but yeah, the SSD was way faster. Like, just instantly you notice just how you use it. Because the HDD like has to spin up, right? And you're like, oh my god, please do your thing. And has like, wait 4 seconds to like... Classic HDD stuff. Speaking of hard drives... Yo, Daniel, we're playing the games today. No, I'm trying to push this out as far as possible. I'm just having fun. I'm just having a good time, you know? Just having a good time. Anyone chilling? Anyone... Also, it's so bad. You see the packages in the background? The packages in the background are so bad. Half my apartment is just packages. So yeah, speaking of hard drives, hell yeah. Poggies. Pretty happy with it. Also, you know what's funny about this? Because I completely forgot about that, because I don't use NVMe SSDs that often. It has the tiniest screw. Do you see that little screw there? Yeah. It's the tiniest screw. Look at it. What is this screw, man? I'm like, okay, cool, bro. It's so small. I expected this to be like, look at this. This is my finger. Like, this is my middle finger. Do you see how small that is? It's insane. Like, I always forget how small NVMe SSDs actually are. Which is cool. I mean, the thing is not gonna be cool, but yeah. Have you seen NVMe SSDs? Like the heat sinks they have now? Holy moly. That's heatsink. Like, the NVMe SSD is this small, but then it has like such a fat heatsink on it. It's like, it's thick. It's a thick boy. And came with a screw, so I had to buy some. Came without a screw. Okay. They're so heckin' tiny, yeah. I don't even know what size that screw is, bro. There's apparently a data transfer software on it. It's kind of neat, I guess, if they give you a data transfer. Would I trust them to not brick my data during the transfer? No. I'm gonna do it myself, but thanks. Thanks for the thought. The thought counts. I give you that. It's pretty good. It's pretty okay. I'm still gonna do it myself, though. I'm not gonna trust that. Hell no, I'm gonna trust that. Nope. No. Suddenly my data is gone. Whoops, I'm sorry, guys. I do have one thing I have to do, which is gonna be horrible. Or maybe it's just me being weird. Oh no, who changed their name? Did someone change their name? In my... Who changed their name? In my server. Anyhow, sorry about that. One thing I'm a little bit scared of... Wait, Dan, what SSD are you sending again? I forgot everything about it. It's like a 240 gig. Like an old Corsair, I think, was it? Or was it Samsung? I think it's Corsair. Yeah, it's an older... I mean, all hard drives have good health. Like 80 plus, if I remember. So they shouldn't break. Unless they come broken to you. I hope not. Yeah. That's like 2 times 1 terabyte and 1 240 gig. One thing I have to do, what I wanted to mention is, I have to do... Like, this is gonna be my main hard drive, right? The 4 terabyte. But the 1 terabyte I have right now is probably gonna be maybe other games, who knows? But then I also have like a 12 terabyte HDD now that I bought. Like an internal HDD that I'm gonna use as an external one to back up my files. I have 1 terabyte of backup stuff on OneDrive. Kill me. It's gonna be horrible. Because I remember downloading stuff from Dropbox and I wanted to shoot myself. No, cause like the thing is, I'm dealing with an old case, so modern SSDs won't work on them. The case shouldn't matter. The motherboard matters. The case doesn't matter. And also, oh wait, well, no, it doesn't matter because it's an SSD. Like, I'm brutally honest. You know how I have my SSD in my PC? I laid it in there. I just like plugged it in and then just put it on the ground. I'm like, you live there now. This is your home. I didn't even screw it in because why would I screw in an SSD? Nothing moves, bro. No, nothing against you. I'm just saying. To be honest, you might have cable issues because of that, right? Because it's not neatly. But yeah. Because of the motherboard, I mean, modern SSDs, it's not modern. I think this is like the second oldest SSD I ever had. So it's like 2017. I think. You'll be fine. I'm pretty sure if you just plug in a SATA cable, that's it. Oh, and power, right? They also need power, I forgot. Yep. You'll be fine. I doubt it will not read it. You might need to partition it again and do some formatting, you know, maybe that needs to be done, but I mean, my PC instantly reads it. And I only plug it in through USB, right? So it's like, oh, there's something there. Okay, cool. It's nothing more, right? I mean, if you want to, want me to tell it, do you want me to tell you the exact name of the drive so you can look it up? Or will you do it live? Mohammed is gonna do it live. He's like, all right, let's plug it in. Let's get this thing going. It's not working. Maybe send it on Discord, yeah. Okay, yeah, we'll do this after the stream, yeah. Well, let me write this down. I can do this after the stream, yeah. Beautiful handwriting. Good lord. I can barely read it myself. Like, what the heck did I just write? Guys, I have to tell you one thing though. I'm sorry, but did you guys know I'm on Blue Sky? Follow. Nah, yeah. If you want to, feel free to check that out. Hell yeah, Talkative Try followed me on Blue Sky, boys. Let's go. pog. Very pog. I still haven't found a way to, like, have my tweets automatically become Blue Sky posts. Or, sorry, X posts. Blue Sky, how can you be on Animation Studio? True! Isn't there an anime that's called something about Blue Hook? What the flying heck just happened, bro? Blue Lock is on the 29th episode. Oh my god, Shangri-La Frontier has 29 episodes. I am so excited. I'm sorry. That's one of the rare animes I dropped. I was 20 episodes in and I'm like, dude, I can't. It's like, I can't anymore with this. Please get me out of here. It was so good at the start. Bro, Shangri-La Frontier, the first episode was so good. And then it just became... They probably just didn't have the money anymore to make every episode just bombastic, so they were like, all right, let's do the typical anime stuff where people have, like, you have one run animation, like the typical Naruto stuff, right? One run animation, close up of the character, moving background, and then they just talk for 2 minutes, and it just swaps between the two things, and I'm like, oh my god, please, why are you talking during one of the most important battles of your life in this video game? Focus on the fight. God, I hate this pacing. I think the only anime I'm kind of excited for right now is the One Piece reboot. Because no filler episodes. Funny enough, there barely are filler episodes in One Piece. It's kind of interesting how people always say filler episodes in One Piece, even though there barely are any. Like it's so minimal, to be honest. In my opinion, it's very, 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 very minimal. So, yeah. But of course, if you feel like that, that's fine. I did watch the one episode today. I can't even show it on screen. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get imploded. Yeah, but it's like better to watch an anime. There is like 300 episodes than watch an anime with like 1,000 episodes. Well, the thing is, it's not filler, it's pacing. In One Piece. I think there might be... Oh god, maybe I need to make that video, but the thing is, my channel is not an anime channel, even though I maybe want to, like, drop an anime video on the main channel just to see how the reaction is. Like, maybe I'm gonna do, like, one anime video, like, you know how Game Theory makes a game theory of YouTube? Maybe I'm gonna be, like, a video about anime on my gaming channel. Just so I can break into that aspect of viewers, right? Or reach new viewers. Either way, One Piece doesn't have a filler issue, it has a pacing issue. So there's a massive difference. Because obviously a filler is the entire episode is a filler. It does not push the story along. Which is very, 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 very rare in One Piece. There are you can definitely see them as fillers, because I think they are like 1007 and 1008 might be like special episodes about a movie that came out during that year, which, why aren't you calling it One Piece, name of the movie, special episode 1 and special episode 2, right? That would be very clear. But no, I think sometimes they literally just add numbers to the usual One Piece catalog. And that is a filler, technically, right? Because it's filling out the list of episodes with stuff that isn't pushing the story along. That's a filler, in my opinion. But that's also extremely rare in One Piece. That is so brutally rare. Like, you can literally, I think, scroll down like 40 episodes, and then there are 2 episodes, maybe, right, that are filler. What they do like recently, which I partially understand because I think One Piece has reached new people now, so they are repeating things where you also have filler episodes, even though they're doing it better. There are sometimes One Piece SP maybe for special or something, where they recap a thing. For example, they like to recap maybe a story of a character and call it a special episode. But it's very obvious because it's then One Piece, SP, I think SP, and then still the usual number. It depends on where you watch it, of course. I think maybe it's weird on Crunchyroll and other websites that are maybe not legal. Either way, that is definitely filler. That's true. But yeah, One Piece doesn't have a filler issue at all. Naruto had a filler issue. Jesus Christ, it was like, fuck me. But yeah, One Piece has a pacing issue where the episodes are just drawn out, and thus it feels like filler because nothing has happened. And to be honest, something that sadly happens sometimes where One Piece is just like, guys, can we do something in these 20-minute episodes, or are we just gonna do like 6 things, which could have also been like 6 minutes instead of like 24, right? Or 23. Well, minus the intro, now outro, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, maybe I need to make that video just to not like a negative thing, more like a public service announcement video, but try to make it funny, try to make it also compare it to other anime, maybe, right? I don't know if Bleach had that back in the day and Dragon Ball, but yeah, it's kind of okay if sometimes an anime has these. I'm fine with episodes. It really depends on how you make them, because I think there are 2 filler episodes, or maybe 3. No, I think there are 6 filler episodes after Skypiea of in One Piece that are probably they're only anime only, right? They didn't happen in the manga. But apparently they're so gosh darn good, and I can barely remember them, that they should be in the anime. That's how good the fillers are, and that's good filler. That's good. We want that. Because it gives the animators maybe a little bit more room to then make the future episodes better, and or you don't get too close to the manga, which is also good, which you also don't want to do. So that's good filler, but that rarely happens because you need like actually smart people, a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of creativity. Yeah. And sometimes it's just more about, well, we gotta push out an episode this week. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Character this and that, just go on an adventure or something that's like written in like 2 hours. Okay. Sadly happens, right? Thankfully not in One Piece. Thankfully not in One Piece, at least. But, because you mentioned the whole reboot thingy, well, technically less of a reboot, it's more of a special edited version. They are releasing right now. The first episode came out today, which is the Fishman Island saga. So pretty much after the 2-year time skip was concluded, that's when the special edited version of One Piece starts now, apparently. And they are recapping. They're recapping the Fishman Island arc with, I think, new animation as well. It doesn't feel like re-edited. It also feels like a new animation, maybe. But it's definitely less. Like, the pacing is definitely better. That's for sure. But maybe I'm gonna get hate for this. I don't like the style, bro. Yeah, I really don't like the style they're using. So, I mean, I can maybe briefly show something on screen if I still have it downloaded. Nope, I don't. Nope, I don't. Nope, I don't. Okay, I don't have it downloaded anymore. Anyways, so maybe I can pull it up on YouTube. One Piece, Fishman Island Remake, Episode 1. Oh my god, and you have like a billion gosh darn reaction videos. Wow, this is also really bad quality. Good lord, guys. Yeah, this is definitely prettier. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So, This is the style they're going for in the new remake. Or in the reboot of Fishman Island Saga. Keep in mind, this is YouTube compression on top of Twitch streaming compression. But what I'm specifically talking about is those lines. You know, literally the drawing of the character. Not like how the character looks like, but the drawing of them, especially like if you look at the faces, because they have decided that they want to make stuff have really thick lines like this. And to be fair, now also with the new monitor, it does look very nice, because you see actually like the lines aren't perfect. You see how they're a little bit jittery down there? A little bit jittery and some imperfections right in the line or the drawing, or maybe it's just like how the digital compression works. But it's interesting. I just personally don't like it. I really don't like anime that looks like this. Personally, I really don't like this style. I really, really, really don't prefer it. Because it just makes scenes... I think there was one scene... Because the thing is, everything is like such thick lines, as you can see. You lose a lot of detail, for example, in the face. Now I think JoJo was also very clean. Like, look at this. It's I don't know. I mean, this is pretty well made. This is like probably one of the better scenes. But the moment it's very small on screen, I don't know, like... Oh, I think this was actually a good spot right there. You see how, like, everything just disappears? Because you have, like, the thick lines around the mouth, but also the teeth. Like, everything has just such thick lines. You miss the detail. And I don't want that. So, yeah. That's my issue, actually, with this animation. Very nice. Classic. We have to go, guys. We have to go frame by frame. Hold up, give me a second. Okay. Yes, interesting. So, yeah, I'm not into the. I'm just not into that line work. I'm really not into it. It's fine. Of course, I can watch it. It's literally a free anime. I don't have to pay for it. But yeah, I don't like this style. I really don't like. Like, look at this. Like, I really dislike these imperfections. They're just not clean. You know. And even though I'm not a fan of Attack on Titan, I just had to stop watching it because I was like, I really don't like it. Or I started disliking it. I have to say, Attack on Titan just looks so gosh darn clean. It's insane. Like, it usually looked sharp, to the point, and just... I love it, right? Because it's just like clean lines, and this is just very jittery, very like sometimes thicker, sometimes thinner. Yeah, something just doesn't look right sometimes, and yeah, I don't know. It's just a personal preference, totally, of course. But I really don't like this style of the re-edit of that One Piece special thingy, because I'm like. Nah. Sometimes it looks really bad. But yeah, that's just that. I'm also... Man, today's Hot Take Sunday. They fumbled in the last season. So I have no idea. Like, I just stopped. It was... It did that one thing I absolutely hate in anime, and maybe I also should make a video on that, is maybe a video on how to do and how to not do time skips. I think that's probably one of the most important things. And I absolutely hate how Attack on Titan did it. They did it so bad. It's god-awful. It's like, how? Why, guys? Just take literal 4 seconds and add a text file. Literally, just add a text file in your font and say 2 years later and have a fade out. It takes 10 seconds in the editing software. Literally. Anyways, and now I'm, as a viewer, know what time frame we're in. You know what I mean? Because if you do a time skip, out of a sudden, like, I don't know where we are or what we're doing. Who are these people, right? Are we still in the same time? Is it 6 years later? And also, they changed the anime. Like, they also changed the design of the characters drastically, right? Which is kind of interesting. I like that. But you still need to give me information, bro. You need to tell me something. So yeah, I was literally lost. I was lost with Attack on Titan. The moment they have some sort of like time skip. Oh, God, it was bad. Anyways. Also, it took them 4 years to make a second season, which I forget 90% of it. Anyways, but that's me. Good. I wanted to mention something else. About, was it time skip? Was it? Oh God, what was it? It wasn't a time skip. It wasn't. Not quite sure. To be honest, I wanted to make those anime videos, but I do have an anime game video idea that I have written down. So who knows when that will happen. You were saying you wanted to make a video about time skips in anime. Yeah, true. Right, that one. Yeah, I don't know what the context was. Probably that exactly, the time skips, yeah. Yeah, maybe a video of how to do it and how not to do it. And Attack on Titan is not how to not do it. I think Naruto did it fairly well. But I have to rewatch that again. Yeah, who knows? It's also so difficult to make content, I think, in anime, because it's just, you get copyright striked and it's like, cool, bro, thanks. Much appreciated. Like, you know, sucks. That's the reason why I love making videos on Path of Exile, because it has great music, it has all of it, and you will never ever get any problem with the company itself, because they're like, do whatever you want, have fun with it, right? And you can use the music. Same with Hollow Knight, right? Hollow Knight music is just available. You can use it in all your video essays and videos and all that jazz, and you never get an issue, which is really cool because it's also beautiful music, right? Hollow Knight music is just gorgeous. Speaking of, maybe I should play Hollow Knight in 4K. I am playing Spider-Man Remastered though. So that is fun. But I do notice I actually lowered the difficulty because it's like, okay guys, it's getting a bit tedious. It has most of the issues that most other games have, as in it doesn't give me upgrades, where I can literally deal more damage. So I'm a little bit rushing through it now, because after 11 hours, it's like, okay, yeah, okay. It's like the world isn't really helping the game a lot. It's partially the gameplay, but also the tight story, right? It's pretty, in my opinion, it's actually a pretty fun story to play through. And it also doesn't overstay its welcome, right? So you don't have like 4-minute long, uber slow cutscenes. It's like very quick to the point, and yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. So it's well made in that aspect. The world itself is a little bit like, sure, it's a city, but it's also a billion collectibles, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, guys, you're unlocking more collectibles 10 hours in? I mean, it's less collectible stuff, but like stuff you can do in the city to get collectibles, or at least tokens to buy stuff in the game, and I'm like, oh my god. The problem is, I'm fine if that's how you upgrade your suit or get new, make new suits in the game and gadgets and whatever. The problem is, none of them matter. That's my issue, actually, with Spider-Man Remastered. I mean, I understand why they didn't want to just get more damage, but exactly that's what I want in my games, right? Just give me the thing, a token, so I can upgrade my damage. Right? That let's go. I can just two-shot enemies. Boom, 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 boom. But no. Every enemy takes, like, a super long combo, And Spider-Man is also not made to fight multiple enemies. Apparently. So. But knowing this, I'm really curious what happens in Miles Morales. I guess more combos is more damage. Nah, I want each hit to be faster. Like either increase my movement speed, my swing speed, my dash speed, my attack speed, my damage. Like these basic things that is literally just a number in the back end of the game. You can just increase that, and technically it does, because I think every few levels you get like 10% more melee damage, but I never ever noticed this. You know why? Because I'm 90% sure the game also increases the health of the enemies in the back end. So you always stay at the same level. Unless you overlevel yourself, right? But I never do. So it's worthless, once again. A game failing to figure that out, right? It's like, alright, we give you more damage, but also the enemies have more health. I mean, of course, Path of Exile does the same, but it feels like you can get ahead of the curve, right? You know, like there's a curve where enemies just get more health. I'm fine with that, but you need to give me options to get ahead of that curve. Because now it's my player decision to be like, no, you know what? I go all in on damage, boys. And you want to feel that difference. Right? That's what matters. But yeah, Spider-Man Remastered doesn't really have that. Not really. I think there is all the gadgets and skills you can buy and make is all about just more defensive-wise and healing-wise. But nothing about deal more damage. And I'm like, please give me more damage. An RPG, so it makes sense. That's true. Yeah, it's about that. It's not only an RPG, it's also an ARPG back from Diablo, which is all about like power fantasy, right? Yeah. But that's what I like. And God, I wish Spider-Man has that. God, I wish Spider-Man has that. I don't know if I... That would be actually insane. I'm thinking about this. It's interesting. Like I'm looking at this right now at the screenshots, and I don't know if I would want to play a game like this. You might know this actually, Mohammed. Oh no! There's an ad starting in 50 seconds. I'm sorry, guys. You know this, Mohammed, that Manly from Manly Reviews, aka Manly, has like an ultra wide monitor, right? Like the super mega wide. And I don't know if I want to play my games like this. Would you? I don't know. Would I want to play my games like this? I feel like I don't. Right? Like, look at this. Jesus Christ. Like, that's insane. Wait, let me actually open this, like, not too big. That's what she said. No, but seriously, like if I imagine ad in 10 seconds, imagine your screen is like 3 monitors wide right now. Do you want that? Nope. So I'm gonna wait for the ad, for the ad people to return. But yeah, I don't think I would want triple monitor setup that wide for a game. I don't know. I mean, okay, maybe with like Flight Simulator. Maybe. I can see that. You know, or let's say something that is slower. That probably works. So a very, very fast game on an 32:9 ratio, like a monitor, I think that needs to be slow. Like I cannot imagine playing anything fast-paced. I think I would literally implode. Oh, just Jesus. Nah. I don't think I could handle that. Ad break in progress. Okay. Ad break ends in 20 seconds. Okay, let's go. Alright. But yeah, I think I could not imagine such a monitor. And it's weird because I went from an ultra-wide monitor to now a 16:9 monitor, like usual, right? But I'm actually not missing it in games. I am missing it a little bit when editing videos now. I did notice that everything is a little bit more cramped. Just a little bit, right? Just a little bit like, nah. Like you notice you have less space to move around in, right? On the monitor. But in games like Spider-Man, I didn't notice anything. Because it's just such a gorgeous game, higher resolution, it just feels good to play. Like, I don't care if I see more or less. I don't know, like... I really didn't notice anything. Path of Exile, I noticed it a little bit. But it's probably... I mean, you naturally focus on the middle part of the screen anyhow. So, it's maybe the best example to say, what does an ultra-wide help you? Well, it sometimes can help you in gameplay, but I feel like it's 95% more of a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you play the game and you just have... You know there is more of the video game, right? But you don't really use it actively, because you probably don't look there, because if you want to look at something, you move your mouse over there to really look at it, naturally. Like, that's the same thing with moving your head. But you just do it with the mouse. So, the ultra-wide doesn't really help you anyways. Probably. So it's 90% just more of a vibe, because you see more. Maybe. I don't know. What I kind of noticed of having switched to this one now. Oh, also I need to lower this monitor, I just realized. Yeah. I have a 4:3 monitor. Oof. Bruh. Want me to send you my monitor? I mean, I could technically send you my monitor. The problem is, I don't have a power cable. Or at least I don't know where. Help. Nah, it's also a really bad monitor. It's a really, really, really old monitor. Maybe I should also just sell it for like $30 or something and just get rid of it before it just implodes. It's gonna cost you and me, so no, thank you. True. I mean, you don't know. Maybe it costs you as well getting the HDs. You don't know what happens at the. I mean, maybe they're like, all right, we would like some money, please, and then you can have your stuff. Well, thank you. Now, I hope that doesn't happen. If it does happen, don't call me. No, I probably will. It's gonna be interesting. I don't think... I don't know. Like, I'm sending stuff out. Maybe you also have to pay stuff. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. I hope not. But yeah, it'll probably happen long. I mean, it is hard. It's stuff, right, that comes into your country that wasn't there before. So of course they want to have a cut potentially, right? Who knows? I hope not. I hope not. Really hope not. Because that would suck. I mean, if it's a few bucks, then it's fine. But if it's a lot of money... I don't know if you can send it even back. They might just take it at that point. Only time will tell. Yeah. We'll see about that. So I wanted to play a video game, but I'm also like chilling here. I really wanted to play a video game. The video game I had in mind, and I'm not even memeing right now. The game I wanted to play today, and I have prepared. I mean, there's not much to prepare. Is a game that utilizes the 4K monitor I bought, right? A game that utilizes the 4K monitor to its highest degree. I wanted to play Pokemon Gold on an emulator. Yes. I know. Shocking. You're not a fan of Minecraft, right? No. I think I did Minecraft streams back then. Better than Minecraft. No, no, there are a lot of games that use the new monitor. No, the thing with Minecraft is it has no content to me. It has no content where I'm like, I'm just flabbergasted by what they don't do to Minecraft. I'm just like shooketh. I'm truly shooketh. I understand at some point you will have some issue with software where it becomes bloat, but like it feels like it doesn't even have the bare minimum of a modern game. It's Minecraft after all, but also, my goodness, you have a lot of money and developers that could potentially work on Minecraft. What the heck are you doing for all those years? Yeah, so it's a bit of a shame. But also, I'm a pussy when it comes to horror games. And if a creeper explodes in my face, I will literally throw my mouse against the wall. So, it goes just, yeah, yeet, and then it's gone. Yeah, I'm like instantly. You know this stress sweating? That's what I get when I play Minecraft at night. Not like at night here. I mean at night in the game. I'm stress sweating. Like I can't handle it. I don't like that. Because I think it might also be. I mean, it's also not like a power simulator, like God, like you want to become a god. But I'm also like constantly hoping that there is something to make the game better, faster, stronger. As in, you have all the tools in the world that you could add to the game and nothing happens. Best example is like the way to fly in Minecraft is like at the very, very, very end, after you did some very, very, very tedious stuff for many, many, many hours, and if you die, rip all your loot, unless you mod it, which again, no, I want the core game to have that. So, yeah, there's like so many things where I'm like, God damn it. That's why I love Terraria, because it is like literally perfect for me, right? You can become very powerful, very fast, fairly quickly. There are nice little steps in between to like, you double jump, you run a little bit faster, then at some point you maybe get some shittier wings, then you get better wings. So the traveling through the world becomes faster, which matters if your world is large. Minecraft, literally let me teleport, and no, not through the nether. Yeah, I don't know, it's just a lot of things. Of course, not every game needs to be the same, so there's also that. But yeah, it does have, I do have to say, Minecraft has a certain vibe to it. Minecraft has a certain vibe that I feel like no other game can replicate. I don't know what it is yet. I mean, I don't care about figuring it out. But it has a vibe. You know what I mean? Like, you can give me Minecraft right now and I can totally play a few hours of it. I might not care what happens with my world and I can just Alt F4 and I'm like, alright, I had played some Minecraft this Sunday evening. Okay, bye! But it has a vibe. It has a vibe. But it's not my game, not gonna lie. That's also fair, you know? That's fair. Mods spin him around and ban him. No. But why though? Why is Terraria not your game? Tell it to Dr. Daniel. As you can see, it's getting dark outside. It's getting dark real quickly nowadays. Winter, you know. Well, it's technically not winter yet. Not winter yet. Oh, it's gonna be so cozy. New PC, new monitor. You know, I can have like low lighting and game Path of Exile 2 for 8 hours a day. It's gonna be beautiful. I don't know, it just doesn't seem fun to me, but I get why people not like it. I mean, why don't you love? Why it's not fun to you? It's a bit boring to me. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's fair. I mean, there's some things in games nowadays where I'm like, holy moly, please end me. To be honest, I actually find it boring now in Terraria after so many hours. The mining stuff, I find super boring nowadays because I did it for so many hours. And same with Minecraft. I installed a mod in Terraria that insta-mines the entire ore. You know how you have, like, in Terraria, like, an entire ore of iron, for example? Or copper? And if you mine one thing, it just breaks the whole node of iron or whatever you're mining. That is... that's so good. That is such a good mod in Terraria, and I'm like, yeah, I cannot play the game without it anymore. It's just so... I don't know if this is like a Zoomer mentality, or I just value my time a lot more than to mine one ore at a time, after I already did that for hundreds of hours, right? I don't know. But again, this is modded, so... But I feel like modding is also super easy because it's built into the game, right? Well, it's not... No, wait, you have to download Terraria, but also the mod thing, which is free on Steam. So it's still fairly easy compared to Minecraft. Because if I ever install anything in Minecraft, it just feels strange. It just feels very, very strange. It's never as fluid as in Terraria. Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. In other news... Dude, I cannot play Pokemon right now. I'm gonna fall asleep. I mean, I like just chilling right now for 2 hours. But it's because I'm talking 2 hours straight. Definitely takes some energy. I wanna play Minecraft with you sometimes, lol. Ooh, no. Instantly shut down. Nah, I really don't care about Minecraft. It's just like... Again, there's like no goal that I'm happy with. Like, I don't care about exploring because there are monsters everywhere and they scare the fuck out of me, but you also don't feel strong enough. Then you die and lose all your equipment and then it's just an insta rage quit. Building isn't fast. And even if you get diamonds, that I realized when I played it quite a lot, bro, you get diamonds and then you use it to find more diamonds, and you realize your diamond pickaxe, which you love so much, literally starts breaking 20 minutes later, and I'm like, what? It sucks. It's so bad. It's so bad. And then there is nothing after the diamond pickaxe. So for me, who cares about upgrades, there is an instant like wood, stone, super fast. Iron, pretty darn fast too. Then there is long time of nothing. Then you get diamond. And then there is, to me, nothing anymore. There is nothing. Technically, there is the netherite pickaxe, but I will not realistically get it. And I'm like, there's nothing for me to upgrade anymore. I want to become stronger and better and faster in Minecraft, but the game doesn't give me options. But you can use the stupid ass book and XP system they added, which is so incredibly dumb and untransparent. It is incredible. And they still haven't changed it. They're the most sold video game in existence. I'm like, oh god, I hate that system with a passion. And also, you can't even transfer your stuff. No, wait, you can transfer from your old... I think you can transfer it now. Like, there's so many decisions sometimes with Minecraft where I'm like flabbergasted. Also, I like how that is the old Link. Oh, interesting. The old Link still works. Hold up. Might want to update that at some point. Never mind. Anyways, that's just my thing with Minecraft. It's a bit of a mixed bag, that's for sure. I really shouldn't be doing this, but I'm doing it now. It was a very nice chat. Well, all right, then we'll have to go for now. Sadly, go to study. Oh, study. Yeah, of course, study. That's for sure. Definitely do that. That is very important indeed. Rest well after studying. You gotta sleep well. Don't take too much like caffeine before you're going to bed, because that could mess up what you're learning. And that's it. That's that. Take care. Goodbye. Hope you'll get your stuff soon. Copium. No, you should get your hard drives fairly soon. I'll message you. So sorry. I saw the timer and now I want to change the timer. Discord. Also change that. I really shouldn't be doing this during the stream, but this is now the chill stream. You know what else this is? Fortnite Battle Pass. Let's go. Byru, how you doing? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I have played Fortnite, funny enough, on my new monitor. My Fortnite ran at 190 FPS. I was owning noobs. JK, I died instantly. Oof. Dude, Daniel died. Dude, not bad breathing. Yeah, let's go. Pog? Is that a Poggies? Can we get some Poggies in chat? Hold up, let me... is that Poggies? Oh my god. Poggies! Let's go! Wide Poggies. Yes. I agree. Vibe. Is there also... I think there's also a vibe that's like... Yeah. It's so wide. Look at this. Look at it. It's so wide. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful, beautiful anime. Hope you're doing well, Byru. What comes in chat when I'm leaving? Moha. Met. Sorry, Moha 4579933. Go study. Also, staying hydrated, boys. What is this? It's funny how we have more viewers than usual and I'm just chilling here. I'm not even playing a game. I was planning on playing a game, but now here we are. How is that a thing? Anyways, go study, Mohammed. And Pyro? What are you gaming? I'm snooping around. I'm stalking Pyro right now. Shh, don't tell him. Shh. Pyro is not playing anything. Hold up. Pyro, Steam page. Damn it, I have streamer mode enabled on Discord. I can't see the Steam page. Frick. That's fine.
Skibidi toilet. Skibidi toilet.
I hate my life. What? Good study station. Why is Skibidi toilet a thing? Can anybody? Oh lord, this bird, dude. What games have you been... did you know, Byro? Because you're not in the Discord anymore, which is fine. I do have to say... And I don't actually know if you know him. But I'm gonna mention it anyways. There's a new member on my Discord server. It's Smash. That's such an insider joke. Literally no one will understand this in this stream. Literally no one. Maybe. But yeah, Smash has joined my server. If you remember Smash from Caleb's Discord. I think you were on Caleb's Discord. Yeah, I think you were. Nice. Good old Donkey Kong. Yes. Pink Donkey Kong. Let's go. Oh, God. I think he didn't even join on the... I think he asked Kevin, and Kevin asked me if he could join, and I'm like, sure, you know, that's why I put the link everywhere, right? Everyone can join it whenever they want to. And then he posted his pink Donkey Kong profile picture, and I banned him. Nah, I'm kidding. But yeah, he has joined the server and has... There are actually so many people now on the server. I realized there are over... Wait, 23 are offline, 11 are online. So that's 34, 36, 37, 38, 39. So there are, I think, 39 members now. God damn. Do I know every single one of them? No. Which feels kind of bad, because I think I should, because it's my server, and you know, it's I don't know, I want to, but it's like, the problem is, if someone doesn't write a lot in my server, it becomes really difficult. I'm like, oh my god, who are you again? Right? I'm like forgetting names so quickly. I'm that one guy, when I watch an anime, and there isn't this, like, I watch an anime that I enjoy, and you give me a second season, a year later, I forgot the names. I forgot all the names. I have no idea. I watched 6 seasons of The Expanse. I love The Expanse. I forgot the names of all the characters. I'm not even memeing. I don't know the main character's name. I forgot it. I decided to put the games I play to hidden. Discord was acting kind of spooky with it, like showing games I haven't even played. Okay. Yeah, I also turned that off. I think a very long time ago I turned that off because it was a bit too invasive. And also sometimes maybe I don't want to show games I play because I might like prepare them for a stream or for a video, and I don't want to like kind of spoiler what I'm working on or maybe not working on. So or maybe like sometimes I play so many games that I don't even make videos off of or even stream because they turn out to be bad, and I don't want the server to then constantly fill with people are like, oh my god, Daniel is playing this and that, is you gonna stream blah blah blah, and then you have like a conversation like that is not useless. Of course, if someone is interested in that what I do, that's great, but you know, not that necessary. And it's like, I don't know, posting pictures of every game you play on Twitter and be like, I'm playing this game right now, guys. Even though saying this, I kind of want to post more of what I do on Instagram, just so my friends and other people are kind of like, what the heck is he doing actually constantly? Because I have like people on Instagram that I haven't seen for a long time in real life. But they also don't follow me anywhere else. And I don't post anything on Instagram. So I'm practically dead to them. No, it's not that insane, right? But yeah, I think sometimes just posting a good picture of a game that you're playing, right? I mean, I do like the idea of when I play a game, I mean, I can pretty much make my entire like social media thing, everything but my YouTube, about here are pretty pictures of game X and Y. To be honest, now that I have a 4K monitor, those pictures of Forbidden West are gorgeous. God damn, that game is gorgeous. It's just so beautiful. And lots of games have this photo mode now too, right? But I feel like even if you just play the game and have like hit the screenshot button, Like on Steam at least. It's such a... God, so many games are gorgeous. Whoa! Nice. You know what's also gorgeous? Final Fantasy. The demo that came out, right? The problem is with that Final Fantasy... I think it was Final Fantasy 16. Is it's a gorgeous video game. But they forgot they are a video game. So they need actual gameplay. Yeah, they kind of forgot about that. Hottest take of 2024. God, I hated that demo. That was pretty bad. That was probably the worst demo I've played in a while. On the other side, I played a lot of bad demos recently because Steam had that demo fest thingy. God, there were some trash demos. Like, truly trash. As in, you really shouldn't show me this. Like, just keep working on that game. Like, keep working on it. You don't need to show this to me yet. It's clearly not finished. Chill. So, yeah. That was rough. That was rough. Now, but memes aside, Final Fantasy 16 is just a JRPG that I'm not into. But I think Pyro, you are into it, right? I think Pyro was into JRPGs. Didn't you play Tales of something? Like a Tales of game? Or was that someone else? I remember playing Tales of games back then. Good times. And then I realized there are better games. Nah, I'm kidding. If you like JRPGs, you know. I've played a bunch of them. Okay. But is it like a genre you go for, or more like a... I guess? Sorry. Just looked at a meme. Yes, JRPG is really nice. Nice. Very good. Do I have a sound right now that's anime related? Oh my god.
Oh my, how lewd.
Yeah, that one. That was the sound. Pretty cool. I mean, it's cool that you like him. I don't... It's kind of weird, because I think back then I was maybe more... This is going way too deep. I'm sorry if this goes a bit too deep right now. But it's interesting that, you know, when you start maybe getting into a hobby, you find everything way more interesting, and the more you play or get into that hobby, the beginning is kind of less interesting. That happens with video games, I feel like. That might also be everything, right? Like, if you do visual effects, the basic visual effects at the start are probably interesting, but the deeper you get into it, the beginning of visual effects are kind of boring and you don't really want to do them, but it's important that you did them, because you learn from it. In games, though, because it's all entertainment, nah. There's another ad break, so we gotta wait a little bit before I'm gonna continue talking. But... What the heck is that emote? Wow! Do I have a Nami or One Piece emote? Why the heck do I have this Nami emote? Wow. Nani? Dati ba yo? Things you find from internet streamer. Things you find from internet streamer. So, is the ad over, Twitch? Please, I beg you. Ad break ends in 30 seconds. Sorry, I fell asleep. Good lord. But yeah, soon we can continue talking. But yeah, what I wanted to say is the whole visual effects thing is, I think it's just a good comparison to other hobbies that you get into, as in you kind of need the beginning to learn the more complex stuff. But the beginner stuff is less interesting. But because it's video games and it's about entertainment and having fun, for me personally, that's what I noticed, is now that I grew up with like simpler games, you know, on Game Boy, and I kind of want to play more complex games to a degree, or at least because I've played so many games, and because games don't drastically change over like 5 years or even 10 years, depending on the genre and certain games, right? It becomes kind of boring playing a game that is average. So, curious, I got the 30-second ads exactly when you said ad break ends in 30 seconds. Oh, okay, weird. I hope you still heard what I said about the games. But yeah, it feels like with games is if you play a lot of games back then, now I realize that games become a little bit. It sounds so doomer, I'm sorry. I don't want to mean it in a doomer way, right? But most games are kind of boring because you played already similar things before that. So you want to find better, more interesting games, different games. But also my bullshit meter is very low, as in what I can handle in games, where I'm just like, all right, let me just skip through this, let's just go, let's keep going, right? Because I already saw it so many times, and I see what the game is doing because I'm analyzing a lot of things. Best example is I'm playing Spider-Man Remastered, and I'm a little bit ticked off on how the balancing of damage is done in the game. Because the health of the enemies clearly increases, but so does your damage. But you never get stronger than the enemies. That's not what I like, because they still do more damage to you. So they become more you do get a little bit more health, but it just feels very tedious, right? Every enemy becomes like kind of like a damage sponge, and sometimes the game throws so many enemies at me. I'm like, oh, okay, I have to kind of lower the difficulty for me to still enjoy the game. I noticed this actually with God of War, which was very interesting because I think God of War, the first one, so not the second one with the sun, the first one with the sun, I played it on PC, like maybe a few weeks ago. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's already 2-3 months ago. And I literally had to stop playing it because it was just too tedious, right? And I don't know if this is the game itself or maybe because I have played a lot of games that are similar, because I play so many games, right? It's like I'm walking through an environment with very low movement speed, with no real way of traveling. Okay, that fast traveling in the game is also god-awful. It's the combat is very slow, even though he's literally a god of war and could probably crush your head with one hand. But nah, bro, these skeleton mobs take like 16 hours to kill. Cool, bro. So it's also one of those games where I had to lower the difficulty, because lower difficulty usually means enemies have less health. And I don't want to, like, you know, fight trash mobs for an ungodly amount of time. So, and I don't know if this is because I've played so many games, because, oh god, what did I recently watch? Oh yeah, there was a video essay about Starfield. I hope I don't swap around 16 topics. There's a reason. There's a reason to my madness. Guess if the game fails you to immerse you good in its world, that kind of traveling just comes as super boring. Yeah, to a degree. I feel like Spider-Man definitely managed this, but it's also like faster, right? It's just movement. It's just fun to move the character through the world. And in God of War, I'm like, oh my god, please just end me. Move. Because the problem also was the first cutscene, where he did unspeakable things, but then in the game, he sucks ass. Luda narrative dissonance. Yeah, agree the fast travel is bad. Yeah. Spider-Man Remastered also has Luda narrative dissonance, but it's thankfully not as bad. It's getting worse the deeper I play into the game. But for the first half, it was pretty darn... It was decent, right? Either way, what I wanted to say is this because I've played so many games, but if you now look at those games from someone who hasn't played a lot of games or rarely plays games, I think God of War, and hear me out, I think even Starfield could be quite fun. Because they haven't had the experience we maybe had. Because I'm pretty sure today I would find Skyrim boring as heck. Because there's nothing to do. It's just walking, bro. But back then, when I was like, I don't know, when did it came out? 11th of November 2011, right? So it has been 13 years since Skyrim, if I'm correct. I was 17, 18, and I think this was roughly when I got my own PC properly. And more or less. Actually, maybe, I don't know. So I was now finally able to play on a PC, not on a console, that game, and I think I was just able to immerse myself a lot easier because I wasn't used to games like this, right? But now, after having played a bunch of Assassin's Creed and a bunch of Far Cry and a bunch of other open world games, I see the pattern, right? It's not interesting, it's not too exciting anymore, and maybe that's the reason why. But again, if you are someone who's new to games, it's probably fine. Probably Starfield is probably okay. It's probably not going to blow you away, but if you have really if you rarely play games, or especially open world games, I think you probably have a pretty decent time in Starfield. So it's an interesting aspect that it made me think, because I recently watched a video on Starfield, like a 1-2 hour, or was it even a 3-hour essay or something, and yeah, that made me think a little bit of, maybe it's because I played so many games. Some games just come across as a bit boring sometimes. I think the PS4 loadings were also, yeah, I mean, console loading. I mean, PS4, wasn't the PS4, I know we're switching topics again, but wasn't the PS4, or sorry, the PlayStation 5 is the first console that has an NVMe SSD, right? No, I think they also had an SSD. Did the PS4 have an SSD? Hold on, let me go. PS4 SSD. Okay, I wrote SSSD. The best PS4 SSD for 2000, improved load times and boost your storage. Wait, hard drive. Hard drive specs. No, man. No, man, dude. Didn't have SSD, okay. Oh, I see it. Confidently speaking, and from a technical perspective, the worst piece of hardware in the structure of PS4 is its primary storage device featuring a mechanical hard drive. Okay. So it truly is... It was an HDD. Okay, so yeah, I can understand that. Damn. When did it came out? Oh, there it is, actually. A brand model. Sorry, I can actually show this on screen. Boop. So PS4 hard drive specs of 500 gigabyte. Oh my god. In the earlier version of PS4 and 1 terabyte in the updated version, it's configured with a SATA 2 interface and designed in 2.5. Okay, this is actually a small HDD. Probably maybe because of the lower power usage or power draw. Oh my god. 5,400 RPM. 8 megabyte cache. Give me a second. Hold up. Hold the flipping phone. How much cache do I have in my NVMe SSD? Or will I have? Does it actually say it somewhere? It should. It doesn't say it here. Hold up. I'm actually curious now. Dude weed. What? Please don't do drugs. Unless the doctor gave it to you and you take the described amount. So for comparison, I'm not a console game anymore, so this is like brand new to me, pretty much. Because I haven't looked into it since the PlayStation 3. I was like, yeah, never mind. Goodbye, console. Going to PC, because paying for online services to play multiplayer for the game I literally paid for sucks big ass. Oh, hi, Steam. Wait, it's free? Alright, well, there it is. Hold up, I'm looking at the cache. It doesn't say the cache. It needs a cache. Where's the cache, man? Okay, interesting. Apparently there is no cache on the NVMe SSD. Maybe that's on purpose. But yeah, I can't see any any cache. But the NVMe SSD, of course, that I have for the new PC is clearly, you know, a lot faster than the, you know, than the PS4 model. So yeah, I can see year of manufacture 2000. What is PS4 release date? When did that came out? 2013. Let's make it bigger. Also, why didn't you save it? There we go. See, now it's in the middle. Perfect. It was released November 15th, 2013 in North America. So that's the AI generated stuff. So take it with a grain of salt. But let's say 2013. That was I think a year after I got my first SSD. Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, that was... So the PlayStation 4 in late 2013 was definitely behind. Way behind what PC... Well, yeah, of course. PC is always gonna be better because of just... You could just put different hardware in, but it costs more. So... Thank goodness the new... You know, the new stuff has an actual... Or let's say, let's be happy that it actually has an NVMe SSD. I think it's an NVMe SSD. Wait, hold up. Does the PS5 have a PS5 NVMe SSD? A billion %, right? Or is that more the upgraded? Oh no, how to add an N... Oh... So people added an NVMe SSD to their PlayStation 5, but it doesn't come with one. Is that it? I think. Okay. So... That's on PlayStation. Manufactured by Western Digital. So you can put that in. It's actually, I think, also a heatsink a little bit, yeah. How the flying heck do you put it in? I guess you could just open the back and it's like... Oh, so they made it really easy, I guess, to upgrade. Yeah, but how do you have... Holy heck, that's loud. Hold up. Now I'm actually curious. I've never watched this before. I'm curious. First, find the PlayStation logo on the side panel and make sure to place that facing... Wait, what is it? So true, Oomphy. Let's go. Noted. Okay. With one hand at the bottom, pull the top right... Wait, you can just pull that thing like this? Wait, how many people pulled that thing off accidentally? Or did he had like that looked way too easy. Yo, that went way too smoothly. Okay, well, sure. Locate the end to storage expansion cover and remove the screw. Okay. I like that, so that's... With your thumb, simply slide it. Yep, that makes sense. Locate the M.2 screw and remove it. All right, so they give you a screw with it. That's very nice of them. Very good. There will be two pieces, the M.2 standoff and the M.2 screw. Place the standoff at the 80 mark. What? Wait, what? Oh, so there's a screw at the thing itself. Okay, understandable. Okay. That's good. I mean, you could have also just placed it right there. But I guess you can't, because the thread is probably in the thing itself. Understandable. Replace it. I mean, you could have also just placed it right there at the start, right? I don't know. Anyways, replace the M.2 screw to secure the drive. Replace the M.2 screw? I don't know if that's the right word. Reinstall the expansion cover and expansion cover screw. Press the side panel and slide up to snap it back on. And that's it. You're good to go. Poggers. Oh, I hate that sound effect. That's a disgusting sound effect. Please don't ever do that to headphone users. Jesus Christ. Just literally, heck, getting tinnitus. Tinnitus. Okay. Okay. Well, that's, I guess, a way to do it. Sure. What the? Sorry, was a little. I was like, what the heck is this in OBS, dude? What the flying heck is in my OBS right now? I was like a little bit surprised there. Anyhow, anything special with that? Anything special with that SSD? What do you mean, anything special with that SSD? Oh, you mean the speed of it? Actually, that's a good point. How fast is that? Western Digital, actually. So that's a 1 terabyte for 100. That's a good point. Hold up, let me check. Or let me check this. Wait, this is a 4 terabyte NVMe SSD that you can buy for your 500. How much is a PS5 right now? Let me just look up Amazon. PS5. Amazon is instantly going to be like, oh, he wants to buy an PS5. Let's go. Let's sell him some ads. Please don't. So, PS5 Slim costs $519 and comes with 1 terabyte. Okay. 4 teras. Oh, yeah, I mean, I have 4 teras right here. Is that at the left bottom? 4 terabytes. Can you read this? Can you Daniel, please stop drinking so much coffee. You're shaking. Oh, okay, sorry. Okay, I'm joking, but that's a bad joke. I'm sorry. If you have shakes like this naturally, I'm sorry. To be like this. Speaking of shakes, stay hydrated. Maybe it helps. I doubt. I can't read that. Yeah, you're watching the stream in 4K resolution at 4 billion frames per second. No, well, anyway. So, hold up. The PS5 is a 519 euro. So I don't know what it's in dollar, but it's 519 euros for 1 terabyte. Byro, you have to tell me that. How is it when it comes to video games on consoles? Do console players, or do you install games locally and then never delete them? Or are you deleting it when you're done with the game? Because I'm guessing even if you download a video game, you have to install it. And even if you have a disc, it wants to install something. I delete them constantly. Okay, so that's what you do. Same here. I have a feeling, though, I have a slight suspicion the average console gamer is not very computer literate. I doubt they delete anything. Not against anyone who uses it, like I'm just saying, the average. I'm not saying Byro is average, because, Byro is a girth monster. Anyways. Good. Anyhow, so my guess is people usually don't delete their games off of their PlayStation 5 after they finished it. Or maybe they don't even finish the game, they kind of like, something comes up, right? Life happens, and they stop playing a game. And maybe they come back to it, and maybe they then get a new game and then play that. They finish that, then maybe they get like, oh, this is a free game right now, I'm gonna try that, they download this, etc., etc., etc. 1 terabyte isn't really a lot anymore, sadly, with games. Well, sadly, I mean, it depends on what games you play. In some sort of way. I don't think a lot of console gamers actually delete their games off of their SSD, is my guess right now. And 1 terabyte does not really last you long nowadays. Again, you can always install new or more. But speaking of more, let me compare this right now. So technically, I think you can buy any NVMe SSD, which is, by the way, great by Sony for making it very easy to upgrade your SSD or just adding storage. I have no idea how the PlayStation handles it, because now it has 2 drives in it, and I don't know how it saves your games. I don't know. Because you don't change the original. I'm pretty sure you can. I mean, you can probably do anything you want with the original, but I don't know how you get the PlayStation OS on it. Either way, so the NVMe that I bought. Where are you right now? There you are. The NVMe I bought, 4 terabytes, is 262 euros. I'm pretty sure I paid more for it. Did they make it cheaper in the last 6 days? Please don't tell me I overpaid. You mother... I'm fine. Never mind. I'm good. It's fine. I'm just memeing. So yeah, 262 for the crucial NVMe SSD, so this one. And Sony wants you to buy the one from Western Digital for 350. I doubt. Oh, shoot, it says compatible with PlayStation 5. Oh, true, you actually have to check if it's compatible. That's a good point. Would mine work? Because then it's fine. But again, that's a $500 console with a $250 up to $350 upgrade. What is the point of this? Anyways, just stuff is expensive. Stuff do be expensive sometimes. Yep. Is this actual PlayStation? PlayStation. Okay, it doesn't say anything about PlayStation. The one I bought. Not that I'm gonna use it for it, but I was just curious. Okay. Wait. Hold up. We got a German guy. Hold up. Let me get into my German self. Guten Tag. Ist die Festplatte mit PlayStation 5 kompatibel? Vielen Dank, dass Sie Crucial in Betracht gezogen haben. Wir würden Sie informieren, dass leider Name of the Product mit PlayStation 5 nicht kompatibel ist. Für weitere Fragen. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes. So TLDR, no, it's not compatible. Compatible. So don't buy this for your PlayStation. Just not that I bought it. Anyways, so interesting. Maybe that's why it's more expensive. I mean, there's a W Black NVMe SSD that looks very similar. Does this work with PlayStation? Anyhow, the thing is though, which is, ich bin Liebenland, Liebenladen. The heck does this even mean? It's not even a word, I think. Anyways, so yeah. PlayStation Slim 500. Isn't there a PlayStation 5 Pro right now? Oh my god, there's even a Pro version. Okay. Guys, can we just... Guys, just please use... Just get a gosh darn PC at this point. 806 euros for a PlayStation 5 Pro, which does have 2 terabytes compared to the 1 terabyte, and it's probably better and fast and whatnot. But guys, the thing is though, like imagine you have to also sometimes think about nowadays is probably better than back then, because back then it kind of sucked. But now that everything is kind of an SSD or an NVMe SSD, thank frick, gonna get that disk tray separately too. I mean, I don't like discs. I'm one of those anti-physical gamers. I don't like getting physical with my games. Cut the stream. It's mega cringe right now. Do we have a cringe? Do we have a...
No.
No, not this one. This is the stream right now. Anyways, so the thing is, I mean, only, well, too bad because you're home. Let's go. I think, personally, I wouldn't buy a PlayStation 5 Pro. Reason 1, I like PC. Reason 2, see reason 1. No, it's of course a personal preference. If you like just to plug and play and let's go, totally fine. I do like that on console you can now change between quality and frame rate. I like that a lot. So that's awesome. Problem is, oh my god, there's another ad starting in 60 seconds. Kill me. So I think the other problem is, I think most people don't even realize that you need to... Okay, not to... I could throw a friend right now under the bus. I'ma do it. A friend of mine had a monitor that was set up wrong and didn't use the 144 Hz option in the Windows settings. He is a gamer. He is someone who is technically computer affine. He knows his stuff. So I doubt someone who is the very average console gamer probably doesn't even know that even if you set your game to higher frame rate, that your monitor also needs to support set frame rate. You know what I mean? I'm pretty darn sure. I mean, you could still technically notice it, because if a game runs at like 35 FPS and then you set it to frame rate and suddenly it runs at like 70, you will notice that, of course, even on a 60 Hz monitor. But if it goes from like 60 to 90, but your monitor is still 60 Hz, it's useless. And I think they would need to be very transparent in mentioning that, right? It does say it on Amazon. It says it supports 60 and 120 Hz displays. But you really need to know how to set that up on your monitor or TV. Otherwise, it's useless, right? But anyways, it's not such a... What are we talking about? Anyways, 2 terabyte SSD, yeah. The one thing I want to mention is I personally would, of course, still prefer a PC because you have all the options and you can do everything with a PC that you really want to, right? If at some point you have like a decent PC and you're like, let me try Blender, you can just try Blender because it probably works well if you have a decent GPU, like even if it's a 1080 Ti, right? From like 69 years ago. That's what it feels like, at least. You can do that with a PC, right? But also, specifically about the SSD drives, I think if you would compare this to getting a 2 terabyte SSD, not even an NVMe SSD, just an SSD. 2 terabyte SSDs are like being thrown out like candy at this point. Bro, it's literally, sorry, hold up, that was the wrong one. It's literally $120, 126 euros, sorry, from Crucial. There is what, a 2 terabyte SSD. More than enough for a lot of people. The cool thing, because it's 2 terabyte and not 200 megabytes or gigabytes, like my SSDs back then, if you build a PC today and slap that into your PC, unless that SSD just implodes on itself, you can have that SSD on your new PC in 10 years. So, sorry if you heard that microphone weird stuff. So, spending $800 dues for my Australians out there. Bruh. I'm sorry. If Kai sees this, he's gonna die of cringe. So, if you buy a PS5 Pro that has 2 terabytes, you can throw those 2 terabytes out the gosh darn window because you cannot use them in your next PC, right? But with a PC, you could. You could, if you wanted to, of course. I do have to say, this is only now, or maybe the past 1-2 years potentially, because I think at some point, when it comes to terabytes and space, you don't need an ungodly amount more, right? But also, when the 1 terabyte becomes quite cheap, you can still continue using a terabyte of hard drives. Like, a terabyte is still quite a decent chunk of stuff. Like, you can still store quite a lot of stuff on 1 terabyte. But back then, it was very expensive getting 250 gig SSDs. And what the heck are you gonna do nowadays with 250 gig? I mean, I'm gonna give Mohammed my old HDDs and my old SSD. But, you know, if you have not much, then something is better than nothing, of course. And I hope it helps him out. But if you would have the money and you could buy an SSD and you get like 2 terabytes, you can use this on the next 10 years of your PC journey, if you want to say that, right? But on a console, you just get 2 terabytes with the PlayStation 5 Pro and you're like, cool, bro. It might sell better because of that, right? Because someone who maybe sells a PlayStation 5, like the slim version, with 1 terabyte in it and another terabyte NVMe SSD that the person bought, yours might be worth more because it comes all in one. Who knows? Either way, yeah, consoles do be expensive. Wait, what console do you have, Byro? That would be interesting. Do you have the PlayStation 5 Slim? I didn't even know there was a Slim version, actually. Completely forgot about that. How isn't the PlayStation 5 actually quite old nowadays? Or am I old? Oh my god, I'm old. Suddenly being aware is like, oh my god. Oh, funny, I can already see the PlayStation Portal remote player. Nice. They brought back the PSP. I like it. Just a normal PS5, it's enough. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I really need to, like, sorry, I'm looking at the dual sense wireless control of the PS5, and I'm like, man, maybe I should actually just get a PS5 controller at some point. Like, I mean, I do enjoy the 8-bit 2 Ultimate controller, right? It's really nice, but I'm like, man, the PlayStation 5 controller just looks, I don't know, maybe a little bit more comfortable. Also, it's like, this is very high. I don't know if I, depends on, like, do I want to hold it like this, or do I want to hold it like this? Oh. I guess it's oldie since I have 4 years in market thus far. 4 years is a lot. That's a lot, especially the last 4 years, because I think the Nvidia has been like pumping out GPUs that become pretty darn good. Like, if you think about the GPU I have from 2022, or did it came out late 2021, compared to the newest GPU, which was last year, I think, early last year, I don't even know, is 40% better on average. 40% of pure power in a two-year period is insane. I don't know, to me at least. The problem is the GPU costs $2,000. And I want it. Now I'm gonna wait for the 5090, guys. I'm gonna sell a liver, but wait. Ah, shoot, you only have one liver. What if I sell half of my liver? Is that possible? I need that GPU. Listen. I need it. I didn't like R2 and L2 triggers with PS5 controller when I first got it. Okay. Might have actually broke some skin with them. Woof. I mean, look at my hands, dude. Those are my gamer hands. You see anything? I don't see anything. Anyways, not even I see anything. I mean, technically, I removed the dead skin on them. That's why you see how it looks a little bit like so brown, like right here, because I removed the dead skin and all that. So now I have pretty hands. Take a screenshot. Okay. But yeah. The gamer hands. All sweaty from eating nachos. No, not nachos. Doritos, my bad. Dude, I could eat some nachos right now. Oh my god. Like, actually good nachos with, like, hot cheese. Oh, baby. Ooh. Ooh. I'm a finna. What? Nothing. Did you hear something? Because I didn't hear anything. What happened? Oh my god, Daniel is gonna talk about busting again. Halloween is over, so I can't even talk about busting makes me feel good, right? Because isn't that the Ghostbusters, right? Because, what the heck is that emote, by the way? Hey, yo! Maybe I need to add this to Discord. Hey, yo. I sometimes like to just a random, on like Oats' server or some other servers, I like to post the race. Like, if someone talks about some weird stuff, I'm just gonna like to put them in a weird position and just post this. Like, the camera flash is like, hey, yo. Like they think I took a screenshot of what they just said. Just as a joke. It's kind of funny. It's like, hey, yo. I screenshotted that, you know. Just uploading it on, web archives. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, no, never mind. It's back again. We can upload stuff again. My bad. All right. By the way, this looks literally like a person right now. It's just me. This looks like a person right there. Like a little demon watching me. What the? Uh-huh. Oh my god! Holy. Okay, wait, this distracts me now. So my screen is so strong and glossy that it literally reflects off of the window of the other side. I mean, it do be light. Oh, that was difficult. I had the power of God and anime on my side, so I was able to do it. One pull-up. Hell yeah. Awesome. That was enough workout for the next five years, bro. I think though a little of poop came out. Came out too. Jesus Christ. What? Nothing. Okay, now it's awkward. I'm sorry. Oh, cool. My right ear, I can hear again. I really gotta get to the doctor. Sometimes my ear just closes up. Just, what the heck is that? Clean? Why are you cleaning? Doma, please. Doma, Doma, Doma. I love that character. It's just such a fun character. Speaking of video games. Hollow Knight. You know what else is Hollow Knight? I have no idea. Bro, I actually wanted to play Pokemon today, but I literally cannot jump into Pokemon today. I think I will literally fall asleep if I play that game today. I'm like... But for the memes... You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do it. The poops have to go. The poops have to go? I'm sorry, streamer. Oh, you're cleaning the poop. Oh, I get it. What? Memes aside. I'm just curious. I'm not gonna play a lot of Hollow Knight. I just briefly want to jump into the game and see how it looks in 4K on this monitor. I literally haven't tried it. Oh, this is also the modded version. Oh my god, it's loud! Sorry. Video. Also, this is 2000... Yeah, okay, this is definitely... Look at that resolution, boys. Yes. Wow. Yep, that's... That sure is sharp, I give you that. Wow, that's sharp. Where do I want to go? Just jump briefly in. Actually, that's not a good idea. Because I had a mod active. Gotta be careful. That's what I thought. And I'm right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. It's interesting. I don't want to make it sound negative. But it is indeed so Elderbug looks blurry on the 4K monitor. It's kind of interesting. I wouldn't have expected that because, you know, it's... Oh my lord. Sorry for the mod options. I maybe should have started the game without it. But yeah, it definitely looks blurry. Okay, this is actually a little bit too loud. Which actually makes me very excited for Silksong, which definitely comes out. Silksong is going to come out this year. Please believe me, guys. I need it. I decided to torture myself and check when it was... Yep, that was Valentine's Day. That was the Valentine's gift that we got. By the way, the first Silksong trailer is leagues better than the second one. The second one is, in my opinion, quite trash. I'm sorry, I really have to say it. It's quite trash. It gave us more gameplay, but it's quite trash. In terms of editing, music, and everything, it just didn't work properly. Not saying the music is bad, but I think the music for the trailer is bad. The music choice, or maybe it's just the editing. Right? Anyways, I do have to say, yeah, this game definitely feels like. Also, I realize it's 240 frames now. Like, you will not notice it, but my god, it's like buttery smooth. That's why it feels different, right? It feels different. But it definitely noticed that some, because it's all just PNGs at the end of the day, right? That it does look a little bit blurry. Like, it clearly isn't meant, I think, to be a 4K video game. Which makes me excited for Silksong, because, yeah, that's going to be... Oh, my lord. No, I messed up. I'm bad at the video game. I'm bad at the video game. But yeah, this is actually kind of insane how it like felt different. I can see now why people might say I don't want to play this game at like higher hertz, because it's actually a game feel having a higher hertz monitor. It can like really mess you up, right? Like if you're used to a certain way that the game feels, and you suddenly give me a complete different feeling, even though it's the literal same game, just higher hertz monitor, and more FPS, it can actually potentially mess you up. Huh. Wait, let me look closer. Nice. Wait. Can I have to... Can I stand on nothing again? There you go. My little feet. Look at it. A single toe is on that ledge. I can barely hold on to it. Just like real life. What? Nothing. I'm memeing. Good. It looks so diff. I cannot explain it. I would literally need a second monitor that I had before. I mean, technically I could open it on the second the other monitor. No, but it's so interesting. Nice strong buck. Those are some strong legs. Clearly, the knight does not skip leg day, as we can see. Like, he holds onto that ledge with his single toe. Respect. Anyways, yeah, it's very different. It's a completely different experience. I might also have to say it's because I have so many lights active that it also like maybe reflects in a different way. I do notice it. Barely, maybe. But yeah, this, you clearly notice it's not really made for 4K screens. I mean, it does look pretty clean. I think definitely text. I mean, text, not the right text, but for example, the text on the left is clearly 4K. Like that properly scales, of course. Interesting. Anyways, just wanted to quickly jump in because I was like, oh, let's try this game out at 4K. It's kind of fun going through the same games again. Speaking of 4K, Horizon Forbidden West. No, that game is... I mean, it's of course a newer game, right? But it's... God damn, it's a gorgeous game. That's a truly a gorgeous game. And that's one of these things where I'm like, man, I'm glad they, release PlayStation games on PC now. I'm so happy about it. I'm so gosh darn happy. It took them 2 years. Wait, did it took? I think it took 2 years for Horizon Forbidden West to come out, but I was like, I'm waiting. I can wait. I don't mind. But yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy. That's also a video I wanted to make. It's also a video I wanted to make, yeah. So I have a list of video ideas in my Notion page. Hashtag not sponsored yet, maybe. But yeah, I mean, I'm not married to Notion. You can literally just make an Excel file. It's pretty much the same. Is that now really loud? It was really loud. So, it's... I do have a lot of my YouTube video ideas in Notion written down, and one of them is Horizon. I don't know... This comes back to what I mentioned with open world games. Open world games can become very boring because they're very similar. What if no, not that idea. That is on a different list. It was a joke. The thing is, I would love to make that video, but I know, deep down I know, if I play another open world game right now, soon after Spider-Man, even though I wasn't even planning it, but I was excited to play Spider-Man because it was also 50% off on Steam. Bless sales on Steam. I think I cannot enjoy Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West from the beginning to the very end again and have a good time. I don't think I could, right? Because I know the world, I know the missions, I will probably start skipping cutscenes, but I really shouldn't because I will record it for YouTube, so I want all the footage. Especially now that I have a 4K monitor and, well, not with this PC, probably with a new PC, but it's still the same GPU, but right, I can really squeeze out the most out of the games, so, but still, do I really want to watch every single cutscene again of a game that I already played through 3 times, I think, now? And again, if you play too many open world games, or maybe games of the same genre, or they become very samey, and you're just like, there's no enjoyment anymore, right? It's like watching 6 horror movies. You're like, all right, bro, guys, I've seen it all now. It's like, please, just end me. Yeah. So there are some projects I literally cannot do because of that. Even though I'm like, oh, this would be very interesting. I'm like, oh my god, Funny enough, I even thought while playing Spider-Man Remastered, it's not on the list. Maybe I will put it on the list. I want to do some more retro videos. Partially Zelda, even a Zelda game, or actually 2 Zelda games in one video. But again, I don't know if I can truly enjoy them right now, because I don't have this burning desire to play them and forcing myself to play them, and then having some not cutscenes, but some puzzles, and I'm like, oh my god, now I have to like. Because it doesn't have quality of life like many other games, right? With fast travel and stuff. So you have to like literally walk through the entire area again and then walk all the way back and then just do this. Can become quite tedious in Zelda games, right? But another game, because of Spider-Man, I thought of getting like a PlayStation 3 emulator. Also for another project, but specifically for Prototype. Prototype 1 and 2. Which are also open world games. I would love to make a video of that, right? Especially nowadays with all the upscaling features that I think even emulators sometimes have. So you can make a game from back then look pretty darn decent, like pretty darn good. And I can record it in 4K, so I can upload like actually super high quality footage and gameplay, which I care about, right? I don't like showing a game in its worst form at all. I don't like that at all. Even when I don't like the game, for example, my video on Animal Well. I don't know if you watched actually. Are you actually subscribed on the YouTube, Pyro? I don't even know. I'm just for context. I made a video on Animal Well, which is an indie game that like kind of blew up earlier this year. and I really didn't enjoy it for a variety of reasons. Because to me, it made a lot of mistakes that thankfully Hollow Knight didn't do, even though it could have very easily done them. Like a few changes in numbers. Anyway, that's a different YouTube video. But yeah, it's even though I didn't like Animal Well, that doesn't mean I want to show it in the worst light possible. Quite the opposite. Maybe it was Donkey's game? Yep, it was Donkey's game. It's just it's a single game they have released for now. Or his indie studio. I'm gonna stop myself saying anything more. No. But yeah, Animal Well, not my thing. But there are two things. I wanted to make a good video, and a good video makes you feel emotions. Not only angry, definitely not angry. That's actually the last emotion I want to make you feel, right? So I feel like the beginning is one of the most beautiful things I've ever edited, because it actually took me a little bit of time, and thankfully it popped into my brain. I'm like, I'm gonna do that. It's I think also one of the last edits I made for the video was actually the intro, where I showed the progression of Animal Well, right? Of like the developer working on the game in 2017, showing screenshots and or short videos on Twitter, and I downloaded them and edited them and cut them with the music of the final game. It's a beautiful thing, super simple to edit, but you have to like come up with the idea first. Because I wanted to, like, I don't want the game, because I know it's a great game for a lot of people, but it's also a very beautiful game to me. I don't want to like show the game in a negative light, even though I don't like the game, and I would never, ever, ever buy it again, and I would like my money back. But that's a whole different thing. But yeah, that doesn't mean I want to show it off in a bad light, right? I'm not gonna, for example, I don't know, poop on Final Fantasy 16, right? And then just buy the game and turn every graphic setting to low, and then try to glitch the game out, and then post, I don't know, clips of it and be like, wow, dude, this game is trash, bro, it's so buggy, even though I actively tried to break it, right? It's like, the heck am I doing here, right? That's not what I want to do, right? I do want to appreciate the game as much as I can, especially, or at least visually. So, for example, that's a funny thing, I actually haven't watched my own video on Starfield. And again, I'm not a fan of Starfield, and I definitely would not recommend anyone playing that game for more than 2 hours, because then you can refund it, on Steam at least. But it's one of those videos where I really, really tried, especially even the beginning. I mean, I'm sucking myself off here at this point with my own sick Poggers content. But this was even edited, like recorded, edited, rendered, and uploaded in ultra-wide resolution, because I care about the game and how it looks. And that's why you have black borders at the top and bottom. And I tried to make it look as good as physically possible, because Starfield is a gorgeous video game in many aspects. So yeah, even in this game, I tried to make it look as good as possible. That was a good transition. So yeah, I think even the right away, don't let any. Who the heck is this guy who's talking? Ew, dude, go away, dude. But yeah, I really tried to make it look as good as possible. Oh yeah, Environmental Station Alpha. Good music choice, Daniel. Very good. Gotta love it. Between textures across the entire game, effects and lighting. God, it's so interesting seeing this footage right now. And I mean, of course, you're watching this, watching a stream right now, but holy heck, YouTube! I swear to God, what the flying heck are you doing with compression? Please, for the love of God, PC, and just look. Yeah. It's so bad. Like, okay, this looks pretty clean because I'm not moving, but the moment you have any movement in this game, there's a lot to see. It looks so bad. Sorry, not in this game. I mean, in the video, right? Because it like the compression and everything. It just looks bad. Like, look at
me, because
it's
I'm
just
a
a
bit of a graphic whore.
It's just
so
a
Starfield fills my hole. I mean, fills that hole.
the fuck.
But graphics,
Nice.
all visuals, and
but-
only is story brick.
It's just, man, YouTube's compression is whack. Anyways, what I want to say is Starfield, beautiful game, but again, gameplay wise, it kind of sucked. But yeah, I'm really happy that I made the video on also ultra wide for people that have an ultra wide screen, right? It kind of does look a little bit weird now on a 16:9 monitor again, but again, that's the least thing I want to do, right? When I make videos, is make the game look bad. That's the least thing I want to do, because yeah, it takes a lot of time. Also, I think one of the best things I've probably ever made is the last minute of right here, a message to Bethesda. Like, this is one of the most emotional. This was the high emotional point. Ultrawide is super fun if game has it. Talk about that in a second. So yeah, this was one of the most. I'm not gonna play it. If you want to watch the video, it's my video, so I highly recommend it. No, but yeah, memes aside, I really I liked working on this video. I think it kind of mattered. And yeah, the last minute was a message to Bethesda. If they ever come across my video and take the 1 minute out of their day, and I hope something happens there, because I truly cared about it. I'm like, guys, like, just let's not talk about company and money. Let's just talk about humans, right? You guys are humans. You have a job, but you also have hobbies. You love what you do, hopefully. And I really want Bethesda, the company, to give those humans, those people, the time and tools to make great fucking games. Which Starfield isn't, for a variety of reasons. So I'm so sad about it, right? Because I'm sure those, the people that worked on Starfield are probably insanely smart, but just there's nothing. There's like inch deep. Starfield is like an inch deep in content, and then there's like nothing. And again, if just give them time, give them just the freedom to work on stuff they really care about. And if some developer in 3 months suddenly comes back with like an entire brand new gameplay system, and they're like, holy heck, this guy just like worked his ass off the last 3 months and made this alone. Bro, let's go, right? Like, awesome. Like, yeah, I wish Bethesda would be that. But it ain't. But yeah, the last few seconds of the game or the video is literally just the emotional high point of kind of like, please, Bethesda, please, just, I beg you. Not that I'm a huge Bethesda fan, to be honest, but I'm like, just, please, I beg you. Just because we know it works. Because have you heard about this small indie game called Path of Exile 2? They literally show that if you just have developers that give a crap about your video game, and you give them the time and money and tools, God, you can make some beautiful things. To be honest, we haven't played it yet. Well, technically, I have played it at ExileCon, and more people have played it, but it's just gameplay wise, there's so much there already what we've seen, and it's like, yes, that's how it should be done, because it's an RPG just like Starfield. I mean, two very different genres, well, two different subgenres. Anyways, resetting. Also, oh my god, look at the water I have in here. Not much more. Yeah, okay, that's empty. Also, by the way, thanks for being here still. For the past 3 hours. This is not over yet. Oh my god, is that Callie? Is that a Cal? I actually can never say that. Calliope? Calliope? I can never say that. Nice. Kai instantly mentioned how's OLED Hollow Knight Dunborg. I don't know why Kai always says I'm called Dunborg now. Cool. Anyways, ultra wide. Yeah, so the ultra wide monitor that I had, I still have it, but I wanna a friend might buy it from me. Where it's very likely that he wants to. And it's interesting. I thought about this. I think whenever it's possible in the future, future, it sounds like in the next 20 years. No, the next monitor upgrade, which is funny to talk about, even though I just got this one 4 days ago, literally, is probably a 4K ultra wide. That's, I think, the most realistic upgrade I could make after this one if I ever want an even better monitor. For whatever reason. Yeah, that's probably the one thing. Because ultra wide is very darn... it's pretty darn pretty. Pretty darn pretty. Those are some words. Holy mother of God. It's very pretty. But the resolution difference from 1440p to 4K is pretty darn large. And on top of that, I do have to say, and I mentioned this earlier with the ultra-wide change, because I had ultra-wide now for, I think, 1.5 years, and now switched to 16:9 again. So I literally have less screen space, but this screen is larger. So it's higher, right? It's still, I think it's literally the same diagonal inch, but because this one is not wider, so it's 16:9, it's obviously higher, right? To still have the diagonal size. But to make the point, I think in games... So I think in games... I can't do this fast. Holy heck. Pepe is... Oh my god, Pepe is so fast. Jesus Christ. Oh, I can't come up. I mentioned this earlier. At some point, with like 21:9 is probably maybe the sweet spot. But I think in most games, it's maybe pretty to look at from further away. But the moment you're in the game and actually playing, I feel like 21:9 is not that necessary. Now that I have switched, because you anyways just focus on the middle part. The rest around it becomes kind of more of a vibe. You know what I'm talking about? It's like having cool lights in the background or behind your monitor. It doesn't really add to the game. It's more of a vibe. And that's how more screen space sometimes feels like. Not like 16:9 screen space. I mean 21:9 and 32:9. Like the aspect ratio. That's what it kind of feels like. Also, you have a different issue if the game isn't made with ultra wide in mind, which sadly, which was a big issue for me, most stuff wasn't, or a lot of stuff wasn't properly made with ultra wide in mind. It's actually a worse experience than if you just had a high quality OLED 4K monitor compared to a 1440p screen, or even 1440p ultra wide and normal 1440p. Because indie games, for example, completely broke down because of ultra-wide. They just didn't know how to do it. They couldn't scale properly. And I was like, okay, well, I can't play this game, I guess. Okay, you're gonna laugh, Byro. You're gonna laugh now. Have you heard of Fallout 76? It's a great game. No, guys, listen. Fallout 76 is fixed. It's good now. No, no, please. Please listen. They had years, literal years, to fix this, okay? It's Bethesda. They have an ungodly amount of money to fix their video games. They have probably a lot of developers. They have a QA team, right? Quality assurance or quality testers. So people that play the game to test the video game in a variety of resolutions on a different hardware. And if they say, well, we don't have that hardware, you are Bethesda. Get that hardware for frick's sake. Fallout 76 was free to play over the weekend, last week, I think. The UI was stretched on an ultra-wide monitor. The UI on a game that came out fairly recently from a multi-million-dollar company was stretched. No one ever either tested the game on an ultra-wide monitor since release, or they truly don't give a crap. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. And I'm not even talking about the performance. It's god-awful. Yeah, it's only multiplayer. That's also kind of weird, yeah. I truly only played 1 or 2 hours, Byru, because I have a pretty powerful PC. Like, let's be honest. Like, it's great, the PC I have. I love it. I'm glad if people enjoy playing games on my PC, right? I can give them a good experience. Like, I have brother and a friend that tried out the ultra-wide monitor here and played some of his games, like Dead Space, for example, he played on the ultra-wide monitor, which is probably insane. But again, it's more of a vibe than actual helpful, because if the UI is really far away, you're like, you're kind of searching for it. Anyway, back to Fallout 76. That game has been out for so long. It runs on my machine on a 1390 Ti. It's a 1,700 euro graphics card. On low graphics settings. On an ultra wide resolution. I had 37 FPS. That's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. So, I don't know what Bethesda is cooking over there, but that is a thing that I don't even would accept on day one nowadays. Or year 3. I don't know how old Fallout 76 is. So yeah, it's pretty sad. But again, what I meant with ultra-wide, some games kind of don't like that. It's also ass when it comes to recording videos. That was probably one of the biggest issues I had with an ultra-wide monitor, is recording games. Because of the whole extra resolution, and it was wider. But how are you gonna show this in a video? Are you gonna upload an ultra-wide? Kind of sucks, right? You also don't want to do that. I mean, not always. I think I did it maybe once or twice. Especially for my Path of Exile channel, that was also a little bit bad, because the HUD, the what is a HUD? Human user display? HUD, what the heck is HUD again? The HUD, the UI, that overlays of the game can also look sometimes weird in. So yeah, from a content creation perspective, it's a little bit strange having an ultra wide. I think if you just game on one, it's totally fine. And also productivity wise, an ultra wide was kind of neat, because you had more screen space. So editing videos with a timeline that is stretched or like wider, it's kind of cool. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I have to say that. It was kind of sick. But, yeah. After that, some games didn't like that and bugged out potentially. I don't know, it's a mixed bag. Like, I think if you ever think about an ultra wide, you need to be really sure, because it's a completely different aspect ratio and it could mess you up. Like, maybe you don't even like it after like a few months, right? Because you have a monitor that is not only larger, what you're used to, but it's also wider. So you literally have to like look quite far with your head. Like you have to turn pretty far to see like the top right and top bottom and like all the corners properly. With this monitor, which is also fairly large, I might want to actually pull it a little. It's like definitely more than my hand away. Like I can't even touch it like right now. But I kind of want it even further away because it's 31.5 inches. Like even the corners are pretty far away, right? Like, I pretty much have to be like, yeah, it's a pretty large movement I have to make with my hand. I mean, technically I can also like move my eyes, but I'm blind. Look me into my eyes. Help me. No, I'm not blind, but you know, the lazy eye doesn't help. Any lazy eye gamers in chat, we gotta stay strong. Ooh. Ooh, I looked into your eyes. Ooh. Why am I cringe? Wait, BRB changing the stream now. Why am I cringe? Wait, is there a cringe category? Wait, hold on, let me change. Cringe. There is, oh my god, there's a game called Cringe Golf. Why is there a game called Cringe Golf? Wow. Wow. Welcome, cringers. No! Not that. No, dude. Don't show this to Shaggy. He loves that emote. He loves the milkers. I mean, milk. Sorry. Different thing. Anyhow. What are we talking about? Video games? Yeah, Liam. This was... I don't even know what this stream is, but thanks for being here. Hope you're staying hydrated. Again, I might need to grab some water. But also, I need to finish a video sooner than later today. Also, I don't want to go to bed too late. Sweden boy. Watch it. Dude, he's reading manhwa right now. He can't talk to us. He's reading manhwa right now. That's a good beat. That's good. I'm kind of getting excited building my PC. I really want to start. I really want to start. But I can't. First world problems. I'm sorry. Quick question, Pyro. Are you gonna play PlayStation? Are you gonna play Path of Exile 2 Early Access? And why is the answer yes? And why are you going to add to the conversation and saying I am very excited and my body is ready? Why would you say that? In this scenario I just made up. No, it's gonna look, it's gonna, I'm gonna, I mean, speaking of, you know, the did post, you know, holy mother of God. My internet is like, oh! I mean, that looks pretty good. Lamau, yes. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know what you're saying, you know? It also looks now really nice on the 4K monitor, because I never really experienced the game in 4K. So, there's that. And, watching, like, some of the, like, that's the video, by the way. Some of the gameplay they posted months ago, and now having the new monitor, I'm like, oh my god, it's like, yeah, I want to play that. I don't know if it's gonna look as good on my end, but that's a whole different. Wait, where's the where's that beam? Hell yeah. So, guys, this is gonna be my PC next week. Sorry, not wait next week. This is my PC.
Bruh.
This is my PC when I play Path of Exile 2 in December, because my GPU is gonna die. Woof. Holy heck. Yes. Wow. Bro, if my fans sound like this, I will just, like, either buy new fans or actually take my PC and bring it to someone. I'm like, please, for the love of God, I don't know how much money you want, but please fix this. I cannot live with this sound. It's like it's actually worse than a server. Were you in a server room before? That thing is loud. Like, it's insane. I mean, that's what it's not meant to be quiet. It's just meant to be cool. Or coolish. Thank you, Daniel. I'm glad you asked. Yes, looking so much forward to playing Path of Exile 2 when it comes out, and also plan to play Path of Exile 1 when this stream stops. It's just the perfect game. My life is content when I play Path of Exile. I'm glad to hear that, Byru. I appreciate your comment, and I'm looking forward to hearing your thoughts on Path of Exile 1 and 2 next week on this stream. Also, when are you coming back home? You said you're gone for just a few hours grabbing some milk. Best regards. No, but actually, how are you gonna play? No, I understand why you won't play Path of Exile 2, because it's actually gonna be, the early access is gonna be behind a paywall, you could say, right? Because you have to pay for the key unless you spend money already on Path of Exile 1. But Path of Exile 1 is still free. Maybe I should play Path of Exile 1 a little bit. Actually, that's a good point. Path of Exile 1 said there is going to be... Path of Exile said. Grinding Gear Games mentioned that they are going to re-release, like, the current league we have, which is Settlers of Kulgur, is launching... Sorry, Settlers of Kulgur is the current league, but they are launching a new event with Settlers of Kulgur, with the same expansion, with something added to it. It's a brand new thing. It's the same league with something added, but it's like this league we have right now, from start, just fresh, just different, with a twist, they said themselves. And they run at the same time, so the old league is still there, right? I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna play that. It starts on November the 7th, which is a Thursday. So wait, let me actually show. So, the idea is, so Path of Exile 3.26 expansion timeline. So for people who don't know, Settlers of Kulgur is 3.25. We have been playing this league since... I mean, I have stopped playing it since a month or plus, but it has been there for quite a while now. I think since late August, if I'm correct. So, as always, every 3 to 4 months, there is a new league or expansion. Due to early access of Path of Exile 2, everything is a little bit like all over the place. But now it's even worse because Path of Exile 2 comes out later. So they kind of need something to get us to beginning of December, when Path of Exile 2 Early Access finally launches. Now, 3.26, which is usually the next expansion, is also going to be delayed because of that. So we are looking to announce this new league in early 2025, think late January. However, we have to remain flexible with this window, as releasing an entirely new project can come up with challenges that we cannot predict. So, because we have something since late August, which is Settlers of Kulgur, they are relaunching the same league with a twist. Yes, chatting. Yes, exactly, Pyro. They're relaunching the same meeting. They're relaunching the same league again with a twist. So, for people that like Path of Exile 1 and want to continue playing Path of Exile 1, they are bringing back the Necropolis rewards, but only the positives, not the negatives. Because previously with with Necropolis, which was the league before the current one, so that was like mid 2024, this year, you had negative modifiers on monsters, which made them more difficult, but also positive ones. But this time there are only rewards, so you get more regal orbs, more chaos orbs, pack size, so just more juice on top of the regular experience. So this is, for the first time, something like this. I think we have never had this ever, where they take the current league, add a tiny baby twist to it from a previous league, and push it out as not a new league, but more of a new, it's a new event. But it definitely pushes the 3.26 further out. So, just, if you love Path of Exile 1, as Byru does, you know, Byru loves Path of Exile 1. Just horny for it. You can jump into a new season, or technically the new event. Sorry, I shouldn't call it season. I'm mentioning 16 different things. You can jump into the Settlers of Kulgur event, which is a new thing, from scratch, upcoming Thursday. Do I like this? I guess you get if you reach level 50, you get a free mystery box. I mean, sure, I guess. The Settlers challenges are also available in the event, so it's not like you're wasting time if you still haven't finished your Settlers challenges, if you care about that stuff. I usually don't, but I finished them this league because the league was really fun. It was really good, so I was like, sure, let's go. I might play it. I might play a little bit of it in the upcoming next week, potentially, just to kind of break in the monitor. See how it is. Or I might play offline and then jump into with something in the current. Sorry, on Sunday. So I'll play it maybe on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. At some point I will play it, and then on Sunday I will probably have a new character and jump in. We'll see about that. Yeah. It's interesting. I'm definitely less interested in that right now, because it's not really new. It's also like Necropolis, which I don't really care about too much. If it would be other content, I might be more interested, but I understand they just needed to get this thing out probably quickly, because the focus is, of course, Path of Exile 2, which is now going to launch in December, on December 6th, not mid-November, as planned. So they had to delay it because of potential issues with the server and account management. Have you actually kept up with it, Byro? I hope probably didn't. So the TLDR is Path of Exile 1 is on console for a while now, and it's also on PC and Mac, or specifically Steam, let's say that. But it was never cross-platform and cross-progression. As in, if you had a character in whatever expansion, league, season, whatever you want to call it, in Path of Exile on your PlayStation, and you then want to play that character on Steam, you are screwed, because that wasn't the case. That's usually never the case with most games, sadly. But it is the case with Path of Exile 2. So they will offer cross-progression and cross-platform on day one. And that was the issue. Because now they have to merge two separate account systems, account databases, into one. Without breaking anything. Because there is money behind those accounts, right? So for example, if you bought hundreds of dollars of microtransactions to make your character look sexy and have flaming wings. I mean, I've never done that. That shouldn't break. So that is a problem they realized, and they had to delay it another 3 months because it's like a 10-year-old database, right? So, oh well, that happens. But I'm happy they do it because, yeah, it's quite important, right? Because you don't want to mess that up on like the first day or something, and you're constantly like wondering, where's my stuff, bro, right? So I'm glad they hopefully fix that. Well, they probably will. That's why it comes out later, and yeah. But we gotta wait. Yeah, I have already all the Path of Exile 2 DLCs pre-installed. Can't wait to start the armpits of the Exile DLC. Let's go! I totally understood what that meant. But yeah. It's gonna be pretty poggers, is what I hear from some people. No, I did play it at ExileCon. I'm very excited to play it. I'll definitely, again, as mentioned before, I will, of course, play the launch of it. But it's going to be in December, so until then, maybe I will play that Path of Exile 1 event. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. A little bit of the Path of Exile 1 event. Maybe I can do some... I'm not quite sure what else I could play. I mean, actually, well, it comes a little bit too late. The Steam fall sale comes late November, which is like a week before the PoE 2 launch. But maybe I'll find a few games that I could play. We'll see about that. But sadly, I think I didn't expect to actually stream literally no games for this long. I hope you still had fun. I just hope it was interesting to stream. But I do want to end a little bit earlier. Kind of chill because I pretty much woke up and did some stuff and then streamed. I do also want to finish rendering. Noob, yes. I do want to finish editing, or partially it's all edited. I might watch it one more time, render it out, the video, and probably release it. The thing is, I'll have to think about it. I might release it today or tomorrow morning. I will release the new video on the Path of Exile channel, and yeah, I hope it's gonna be fun because it's a story theory for Path of Exile 2. It's the first Path of Exile 2 video in a while, and I wanted to make something about the story because I had some thoughts about that. Yeah, Hope that will be interesting. Thanks again for being here. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you stayed hydrated. Have a great start into the week. Have a great rest of your Sunday, first of all, of course, and then a great start into the week. I'll be going now. And might eat some bread. I could eat some bread right now. Tempting as always. Nah, probably not. I'm gonna go now. I'll make this less cringe. Until next Sunday. It was a very chill. I don't even know what to highlight. What we did today. Maybe I'm gonna just highlight the entire stream.